there. Okay, too late. I started it. Twitch. There it is. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to begin the day. You are going to get Donald Trump after the bell. He is speaking somewhere in Miami. We're going to get Scott Bessent, and then you are going to get the Fed minutes. There was comments, and then that's me. There was comments about the tariffs last night. Even though we closed at all-time highs, I mean, the market is taking it somewhat decently. So we'll see where it all goes, my friends. But we have a moment. Yeah, Intel is going down too. I can't see the full chat yet. It still has to load up, but I think we're going to have a good time. So we've gone over everything. Shout out to the veterans. My only thing for you now will be plays. So let me see what I have, and I hope you like the video. But yeah, honestly, I'm not even going to be watching too many of plays right now. I'm going to be watching gold, Intel, ANET. Again, ANET was earnings. BWXT, there was something about a nuclear supply contract. I don't know if that one's going to be hype or not. Toll Brothers had a bad earnings. Airbnb got an upgrade. And then again, we talked about it on the watch list last night. I'm going to keep an eye on it. I don't know if I'm going to play it, but gold and kind of playing the barbells, I think that could be very, very interesting. So we'll see where it all leads us. We should have a good morning. Again, a little bit of data, but if anything, it's probably going to be about the Fed minutes. So that being said, we got about 3 minutes remaining, Chad. I know DVR, I want to see what happens after the week. We'll try 1 week of DVR. So it's a short week, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see where it takes us. But my friend, you're here right now. I don't need to go to the bathroom. I already went to the bathroom earlier. I'm ready to go, man. Do you have any plays? I told you my plays are here now. Do you need to hear Jim Cramer? Will that get you excited? Is that what you need? He's not there. But anyways, that being said, Chattadonia, what is your first play of the day? What do you got for me, baby? What do you got for me? My chat is loading up. Let's go. Brrrah. Spy puts, Spy Friday puts, got daily 608s, Eye on Q, IPO sales stock, like deposited, Meta put, Apple calls on the peach, Meta, long, let's go, SEDG, Intel put, ACHR, MSTR, Intel double dip, Trump long, Palantir put, sitting on hands, Intel put, Intel and PayPal, VIX calls, Intel puts, pledge was fire, SEDG, Bona VB for long, waiting for TM pullback, XOM, grab $5 calls, ONON for the long-term, MSTR 345, puts on Bank of America, Intel puts, Apple call, Mara call, long-term deposits, SPY 608, watching calm, save 10%, Meta flushing, Wheat future, playing the barbells, UPS, long-term shares, SMCI, NVIDIA puts, SPY 600, SPY puts 100 shares of Estee Lauder for this swing in the final plays. Brrrah. Corner man, Snap 11 call, Apple, Uncle calls, my company stocks up up a beautiful day. What did I just say? Palantir, Intel, and Wing puts. Let's go. Good morning. I think I just knocked a bunch of things off of my desk. I don't know what just happened there, but either way, I'm excited to be here. Excited to be here, baby. So we got about 1 minute. Damn, bro, they just flushed the shit out of Intel. So yeah, we were talking about that one. I mean, every day. It was the biggest 2 weeks on record for Intel. That was on your watch list. So we'll see. U.S. designates Tren de Alagua and Cartel de Sinaloa and other cartels as a global terrorist organization. Federal Register notice. Hot dog. Raul's revenge. So get ready. Again, Scott Bessent. Watch the bonds when he talks. Otherwise, there's been a couple of earnings here. And just don't forget now, if anything, if you do care about earnings and some of the other things going on, you have Alibaba and Walmart tomorrow morning.
When it comes to China, it's not affecting us.
What is this? Is that Bernard? You have 16 seconds? All right, man, let's see what he says.
Nor Canada or Mexico. Don't bring no products, not even active substances. Europe is a different story. There is significant manufacturing in Europe.
5,
as there is
4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Fight. All right. Minutes should be at like 10 or 11. I think 11, 2 o'clock. All righty. So you're off. Remember, I mean, damn, Russell's actually underperforming after outperforming yesterday. SMCI still doing good. Again, you are going to get that filing soon. You guys are asking about Meta. It is down a lot. 1.5 here to open up. But remember, yesterday was its first red day in 20 days. Options market event Wednesday could mark a turning point for stocks. CNBC. Oh. Waiting on Google. Alrighty. Intel nuked. Yeah. Right. That just killed all of the premiums there. I don't know. Did anybody grab any of the puts? And then I don't know where those puts from yesterday went on this SPY. Oh, they're down. Yeah, not so much, Habibi. Not so much. Oh, are they going to let me even sell anything in the morning? Is it going to do what it did where I have to reset? Yeah. Dude, I hate it. When are you going to get philo on motivation to keep on grinding? Where have you been, brother? I would go through all of the other philos that we've gone through. Again, they're all on the channel. You just got to watch them after the bell. But, yeah, you got to, and again, and some internal motivation. We'll bring it out, man. Seek and ye shall find. Celsius, I forgot what it was last night. They started moving up 5%. Meta is an elevator. We'll see. Again, Bitcoin's even doing good. Again, watch oil. There was stuff with oil supplies. And then, again, all of this stuff related to the war. Again, that piece back and forth like we talked about on the watch list. I would pay attention to the Ukrainian sovereign bonds. So there you go. All right, I had to reset so I actually do something. SPY's only down a quarter. Again, it's holding up pretty well. Airbnb's down. They got to upgrade. And then again, Bessent here in a little bit. That's probably going to move the bonds. There's your boy Meta. Meta is still going down another $5. So now they're down 2 to open up. Nasdaq's only down by 0.3. S&P is down by a quarter. Dow down by 0.3. And then Russell again. That is the worst one. Nvidia. Yeah, the VIX is up. Again, it's like still at 15, which is low. But generally, I mean, from where it's at here, I mean, we're chilling. This is, I mean, one of the lowest points of the year. So we'll see Tesla, Boeing on the high. Again, the high-low ticker is kind of balancing it out still. Not any clear direction. If anything, the Russell, that is the one that is underperforming. Tesla catching up nice. Yeah, Tesla's not doing bad. You bought 5 Intel puts for next week. Nice. You bought it yesterday. You should have told me yesterday. It's crazy. Good morning. Good morning. The remaining HH. I know, bro. I was happy and sad at the same time. I don't know. It was there. But, yeah, I did end up coming down. I'm surprised. It might make another move, though. But either way, there was money to go around on that one. I don't know why Tesla's pumping. There was stuff on Indian plant last night, but other than that, I am not too sure. I mean, Howard Lutnick got confirmed, and then from there, that's the only thing I could think about. Celsius still going? Yeah, Celsius up 10. That's actually very good, or 9.6 right now. Nikolai did file for bankrupt. Oh, yeah, ANET. Again, ANET in part of the meta stuff. ANET's only down 5. This thing can move a lot, and they have a lot of gaps. Ooh, ANET. Oh, yeah, it could be the Musk and the Twitter thing and that valuation. ANET, I don't know if you want to go for the continuation. That could be a decent one if it is able to kind of bounce around. I'd watch out for that one. And then SPY kind of getting back up here to the open, still doing our little morning dance around. Everything's down by a quarter. Russell's still the weak one. Dollar is up a little bit. Intel, you're doing calls for 70. Good luck, my friends. Again, Tesla's still going up. They're leading. SMCI as well. SMCI is killing it. They were up a lot more pre-market. Medtronic on the high. NVIDIA is going back to green. Baba, that one's chilling. MBT popping. What's the other one? Where are the materials? And then where was that other nuclear play from this morning? There's nuclear components. Yeah, BWXT. They had a contract. I feel like we played this before. Intel, there was, what's her name, tweeted, Michelle, the interim CEO, one of them, she tweeted about, congratulating Lutnick and the government, but I don't know if that constitutes the sell the news headline. BWXT. Oh, those are interesting. It's already, damn. So February 21st is Friday. Fun, damn, already 3 weeks. February's almost over. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, those are already up, but watch out for that one. That one seems interesting. It's probably going to be a slower mover. Just turned 24. Hi there. Happy birthday, baby. Oh, no. No way. Bro, 24. My goodness, that's a blessing, bro. Time is still on your side. My goodness. Live it up, baby. Happy birthday and another year to the long term. Hey, man, and SPY hitting a new high right now. Tesla's still going. Bonds moving around. I think either now or the top of the hour we're going to get Besant. Trudeau, we are entirely focused on making sure no tariffs ever get put on Canada. Maybe that's why bonds are moving. I don't know. Well, that means you don't tariff us. That's it. That's the only way. Thank you. Thank you. Marvel on the high. Again, another chip maker. Marvel's actually doing very well. Again, NVIDIA's already coming up. Where's AMD? AMD's in the green. I think Intel might be the only one that is clapped out a little bit. So let's see. How bad did this get from yesterday? Oh, honestly, the premiums didn't get, slaughtered, bro. Hold on. It killed, that run at the end of the day, but it's not yeah, bro, some of those Intels weren't, crazy. I guess they did. I'm glad I made him free. Oh, they added new contracts, little effers. That might be the reason why. So they got to work it out a little bit. Turn 30 on February 16, baby. Happy birthday. Happy belated, friend. It's even your first one, man. HWM 52-week high. Boeing is still multiple times on the high ticker now. They're up about 1%. GSAT as well. What time is it? It's only been about 8 minutes. We'll give it a little bit more time. Again, the Intel options are all over the place. Some of them, it's not again, they had a weird run yesterday, but it's not like they are necessarily the cheapest. Very, very hard to explain there. So there's still an embedded premium on the Intel move, but, after, again, 5% down is pretty big, but that IV was already up there. So be mindful. I'm going to take a look at them, though. An XPI on the high. Enphase is flying. Team on the high. BKSY. And that I feel like they had to deal with Apple. And then Apple, watch if any of the big tech starts going. But Meta flushing even more. That's another low. And then again, Microsoft only down by a quarter. Amazon was weak yesterday. They're trying to go up. And then again, watch Apple. I think that'll move some things alongside NVIDIA. SMCI is still going up there. Again, AMD's not doing bad either. Apple event today? Oh, is it? Is that the one that Elon retweeted from last week? BKSY satellite launch. Baba ripping. Hold on. I don't know why I was on the chat. Never mind. It looked bigger on the high ticker, but they were down. See if those start to move up. Dollar Tree again. SPY right below VWAP. Again, Boeing started chilling out. That was getting up there a little bit. Watch Intel below 26. Let's see where this one takes us. Quantum flipping. I feel like we haven't had a quantum headline since that Intel stuff, but even then, be on the lookout for it. Merck on the high. Bro, Merck yesterday would just every like 30 minutes, every hour would kind of have a pop. So watch out for that. Watch out. XLV's going up and even Labu. We should have held those. Airbnb got an upgrade today. I'm surprised, but yeah, they are coming down. And then Guild as well. Healthcare is doing very good to start off. Pfizer, I've called out probably 7 healthcare names, all running up on the high right now. Tesla breaking out a little bit more. A bigger slip on Intel. CYCU paused the volatility, and then Allo unhalted. Whatever this is. Allogene Therapeutics. The fuck is this? Is this going to be our one for the morning? And then SPY still near the high. AU. Watch again gold. Don't forget about that. To sale. Everybody keeps talking about it. I'm only going to play the criteria. What is this? What happened with your boy Allogene? On February announced publication phase 1 and Segledlucil Rapid of... I don't even know what this is, bro. Phase 1 lymphoma data. Could leapfrog competition, analysts say. That's it. So this is just a biotech that had approval, and then it's just been killing it for 3 days in a row. Hasn't even sold yet. Interesting. Bobicals are still expensive, yes. And then again, Intel is just flusherooning. So 25.75. Oh, this might be beautiful. There's our dip on end phase. 90. What did I pay for those? Tesla's really good. And then Apple events at 1. Do you know what they're announcing? Or is it just, again, that hype tweet from your boy the other day? J&J is ripping. Again, that could even classify as healthcare. Teva. Bro, healthcare is doing very good today. So, again, XLV is starting to break out. Allo, yeah, that one was just, again, delayed reaction to the biotech stuff. So, watch out for that. It's kind of good, though. Usually you don't see biotechs hold up like that after a couple days and a couple 100%. Biogen now, too. So, again, XLV, it's all of them. Every single one. HIMS is going up. That one's still there. You guys keep asking me about that one. 52-week high. They're ripping it. Nutrila, again, another biotech. We should have held those. Labos. Oh, killer. Oh, is it the new iPhone SE? Yeah. I heard some people talking about that. So we will see. Is that Google on the high? Tesla's still going. Gold as well. Let's see that and take a look again. Currencies, everything else. Bitcoin came down. Oil's coming down a little bit. There's gold. Yeah, everything's very calm. Again, you are going to hear from Scott Bessent in a little bit, and that should be it. And then like the video. ZG's at Zillow on the high. PHM? Oh, where's the other one? Was it PG? Oh, no, it's Pulte. There's another one. Toll Brothers. That's the one. Again, home builders haven't done too well. Again, even the data. But yeah, Toll Brothers is down like 7 right now. So it's kind of the lowest in 24. Remember these led. This could also be one of those continuations. It's a little bit more gambly, but they have moved down a lot. Habibi, what a premium. Why they do this? Yeah, watch for Toll Brother. Again, that one's interesting. I don't think the other home... Who was it? Was it KB? I think they did bad. I don't know if they bounced. But yeah, all the home builders have been wrecked off of this stuff. So again, they haven't had a good start to the year after leading. Snow. Not bad. I think one of them had a bad earnings and came up. Yo, SMCI. Whoop. SMCI kind of flushing, already down 5% from the top there. Guild and More Healthcare still up. Again, we're just waiting for the other one. Pfizer pop. Yeah, kind of. It looked a little bit bigger on the multi-day. But again, all of this XLV, Abivi, Teva, Johnson & Johnson, Biogen. These are all the call-outs here in the last, 10 minutes. So, again, healthcare is leading very, very strong right here. But, yeah, Pfizer is going up. Again, look at the high ticker. You're going to see Tesla and then a bunch of healthcare names. So, yeah, Tesla's killing it. Meta might even come down again. Watch Amazon, Microsoft, even Apple if they start to drag down the NASDAQ. Everything's still down a quarter. Russell down 0.6. Same level. Edit. Yeah, we still have those shares. That one moved up nice as well. Again, you had another Biotech. That one already came back down here. Intel still kind of pinned near the low. AMD wasn't too bad. Putting the bib in Habibi. Yalla. NXPI, it's another chip maker. Again, Tesla too. So they're all moving up. Not bad. Oh, where's that other one? And then Western Union, that one's still holding up. Look at Garmin. Didn't they sell patents or data recently? So yeah, they might. I think they had earnings, but I remember there was some good news on them the other day. Yeah, who would have thought? I remember I bought my mom a Garmin, like a navigation system back in the day. They used to sell navigations for your car because they didn't have maps on phones, bro. This was in the days of MapQuest. Some of you know. But yeah, kind of wild, bro. Kind of wild. I don't know if they know about that. They do boat navigations too, yeah. Interesting on that one, though. Tom. Yeah, they know. Tesla's still going. Bro, Tesla's ripping right now. I think that's one of the only ones. I'll give you guys a checkup here in 12 minutes once we get everything updated. Oh, PayPal on the low. Chipotle on the low. I'm going to keep XLV if that still goes. Hims is at 67. Hims is killing it. Let's see. And then we had that Aloe one. I put J&J. And then SPY just kicking it at VWAP. Again, I think in the next 20 minutes we should get it. Yeah, they buy at-home lab testing provider Tribe Labs. Interesting. So they bought a at-home lab testing facility to include affordable whole body testing for subscribers. That's good, though. Usually companies go down when you spend money, but I think you guys might like that. That's the headline on Hims. Because that's big. SPY, a little bit of a red here. Bigger red, actually. Now, it is still the morning. I wouldn't trip out too hard, but pay attention to why we are reacting like this. So please hold. That's your first big red. Bonds are moving around a little bit. Intel big red. Tesla is still going green. Even the SPY. Again, another healthcare. Molina. I didn't see that one earlier. That could be another one. Yeah, they're all just starting to wake up one by one. Again, you got your little SPY red. Bonds didn't move too much. Just like yesterday, we saw a little bit of pump fake, but just be mindful. Dollar, euro, Canadian loonie, all of that. We'll probably get something. Yeah, nothing's moving. And then again, Bitcoin started going down. SPY, I mean, technically that's the ES. Where's the SPY? 6,100. I did not mean that. AVAV, Neo. Again, Chipotle on the low again. Everything's still within a quarter to a third, though. We haven't really moved out of any range. Yeah, Bumble had a bad earnings, and then they were like discontinuing one of their products. VNet on the high. Pizza, big dip. Exxon, ripping. Oh, yeah, Pizza. That was the other buyout one the other day. That was last week. NVO, they're doing good. I like it. It's still a little higher than when we bought it. SMCI still flushing. AMD has now gone red. Intel broke down a little bit more, 6 to 7. Serve on the low. Wasn't that on the high in the morning? Yeah, that one's still in the green, but still coming down there. So it's weird. You have more names like moving on the low ticker, but then you also have a lot of names hitting 52-week highs, it feels like. Nugget moving up. Watch if gold starts to do that. If you want to say I did the same bet for Intel, should I say what strike? Are you talking about if you're going to do the play that I did? I would prefer you didn't. Thank you. Zeta on the low. And then speaking of which, where's Meta? Hims is still going up. Affirm dropping now too. I mean, they're down 4. Peloton, I don't know. I haven't seen Peloton in a while. Was it David Tepper or somebody was dabbling with it the other day? I mean, they've done good on the year. People have talked buyouts, but I haven't really given that stock a serious look in a very long time. Again, Hims is still going up, 17. I think that'll be the Peloton in the future, but for now, they're killing it off of buying a company. Fannie Mae's at 7? Damn, so this one's still going up. Again, there was that FHA news the other day as well. So we'll see. About Block, I like them, but I bought PayPal a lot lower. I think Square has a little bit better of growth, but, oh yeah, I forgot, XYZ. But I kind of think you could balance them out. As we bought PayPal, we talked about buying both of those names, but then again, I don't know if I would really be in the market for them as they've moved a lot from the last times we were kind of talking about them. So they have came down a little bit on the year, but I mean, they are generally, I think, like 20 to 50% higher than when we were making some of those purchases. So bonds starting to move up. Mexico sign bomb says she would accept support from U.S. regarding drug cartels, but within a framework of collaboration. Sounds like a positive headline for Mexico, if you ask me. So see if they start to move up. Honestly, the peso already went a little lower. Yeah, that sounds good, but it went, again, the peso weakened a little bit off that. Ironically enough. And then him still climbing. EYPT again. Biotechs, healthcare are doing very well. SPY in NASDAQ are trying to move up, but you just had that little low of the day. We're not really moving on the week or on the day so far to start out the morning. But I'm sure when you do move, that will be it. And then again, Fed minutes in a couple of hours. Enphase on the high. You guys were talking about that one too. Enphase up 8%. Actually getting bigger candles here into the high. Where's Mr. Palant? Robinhood going up. I haven't seen crypto or anything else. Robinhood started to break out too. Okay, get ready. SPY candles getting a little bigger, but now look at the velocity. Low ticker starting to dry up a little bit, and then everything else trying to move. But there's a lot of names, it feels like, that are moving. So again, it hasn't even been 30 minutes. We're 5 minutes shy. I'll get you that checkup here in a second, but it doesn't look too bad. SMCI, there's Intel. JKS, Junko, Solar, bro, all of them. Yo, even First Solar, yeah. Look at that. 3 big candles, First Solar, 3 candles on Enphase. I don't know if it's news, but I do think you got solar getting some activity right now. And then again, you even had other like not clean energy moving in the morning. I do think oil is up. Could be off SCDG. You like Hormel. I mean, not a bad name. You could look at Kraft and some of the other ones, but great American brand. I need to look at the dividend. Has value, but I mean, most people, believe it or not, know what Hormel is. I believe they make Spam. Airbnb had good news this morning. I don't know why they went down, but that's more reminiscent of Airbnb than that last earnings. But at the end of the day, they got to upgrade. Yeah, they got upgraded to buy from hold. Price target 168 from 145. You have both KHC and Hormel. It's a lot of consumer food. They're not bad, though. They make chili as well. Hormel has a lot of brands. Hormel owns a lot of brands. Again, and it's I think it's been around longer than many people have been alive. Hims, again, I might just leave this one up there, bro. 20%. That's it. That's kill. That's a very odd one. They bought somebody and went up 20%. I think it's just getting squeezy. Yes, sir. And then SPY right near open, going up. Even Carvana at the high, for crying out loud. FTAI on the high. There's a couple of those. I think, was it JTAI? That one already gave up from the morning. And then Tesla. It's weird. There's like a lot of movement, back and forth volatility, but almost 30 minutes in, you have not moved at all. Intel, he's trying to move up a little bit. We'll see where he takes us. Waiting on the minutes. It's weird. The minutes are going to be awkward. I feel like the minutes is just going to be a premium scam, but I do think that Scott Bessent might move us a little bit. Yeah, no farmland news at all. We haven't heard anything. We heard the 25% tariffs, and then Canada and Mexico were already kind of nice about it. Bessent said he'll lower the 10-year, but we have not gotten anything else. I'm just waiting on the minute. Okay, NVIDIA's going lower. Intel trying to wake back up. SPY catching another ren. And now the names on the downside are picking up. So again, the velocity is just switching off every 5 minutes. The Cybertruck's getting stuck in the snow. I saw one video, but then again, I live in California, so we don't have that. We just have fires and piss on the sidewalk. And then it smells really bad, and there's a lot of smog, but we don't get, I don't know what snow is. You should ask Hunter. Airbnb, you're grabbing a 160. Good luck. NNE, already going on the low. NNE flushing a little bit. See what happens with nuclear. Again, other energy has been kind of good so far. Nike came down a little bit. Again, the premium just held up very good. I liked that news yesterday, though. That one I was big fan of, Habibi. KKR said to make $4 billion equity bid for Thames Water. KKR. And then SPY catching a red. Celsius on the high. Again, KKR offering, who is it, Thames? No Thames. No public. No public. Everyone in the south getting snow. Well, be careful. Be careful. Again, high-low taker balance now. PRPO. Apple stay. I feel like once Apple flushes or bounces, that's going to start moving things. And then another red. Bonds are climbing up. It feels like it does this every time. Right when we know we have Besson about to come on, I don't have any statements yet, but it's starting to climb on. There's Apple. Like I said, it'll take you up. China starting to go down. K-Web on the low, Yang on the high. So China's starting to give up now. I think Baidu already lagging from the other day. JD and Pinduoduo, they have been good, but all the China names, again, K-Web, already on the low. And then watch if your boy Apple starts moving. And then SPY just staying chill. Boyle now. So again, natural gas moving around. European luxury brands could pass U.S. tariff impacts on to consumers, says Morningstar. Consumer tariffs matter more than tariffs to luxury companies, Morningstar says. And then bonds again. And then more healthcare, Jazz Pharma. That's another one. Baba. TSM. Oh, yeah. I haven't even looked at that. How are they doing? Are they green? Because it seems like if they're going to Pinduoduo flushing, Broadcom's down. Because they're going to have a relationship with Intel. See if they kind of inverse each other. But yeah, SPY starting to go. Bonds as well. Apple, I think, might be your big tech leader until NVIDIA starts playing along. Or maybe Microsoft. Is that Whirlpool? Yeah, Whirlpool's going up. 3M now. So more industrial plays. See if utilities or anything. XLI, XLU, XLB. Materials are actually getting worked right now. SMCI, China Go. I think HIMS might be the one for today. It's already up 20, though. So that's here. Now 15, but that was a big one. And then, again, SPY just had that pop. Came back down to VWAP. Procter & Gamble. I'd say healthcare, too. That's an industry if you guys want some. It did chill out a little bit, but every couple of minutes I see them. And then Tesla. And see what young Apple does. SoFi dump. Trump did not talk about the farmland, no. And then we heard nothing about the Mexico stuff either. So that's, again, all he said was 25% tariffs by April. I'll tell you then. I'll tell you what happens in April. But we still might get it, and then the peace talks, and then watch the, what's it called? When it comes to the peace talks, watch the Ukraine sovereign bond. Uber dumped. Okay. NVIDIA has been, remember, NVIDIA has earnings next week. So in a weird way, people are getting ready. SPY just flipped. So again, I mean, it's hard to tell the real direction. I think just welcome to the morning move. Cash open hasn't really provided much. You had a little bit of friction from the tariff comments, but other than that, I mean, you're generally still, I mean, you're up very, very well. You know, rather than having the little go down, go up, stay in the range, I mean, since Friday, you've barely moved within 2 points. So again, I think the options market kind of pinning things, but we'll see if that moves us. There's Apple now, big red as well. Meta broke below 700. That was fun, right? Well, wasn't it just at 730? Yeah. So that was fun, yeah. SMCI. I've almost cycled through it. If you have a computer screen, feel free to put it up on your own screen. I can't stop you, but I'm going to cycle through all of these as I'm scanning stuff. Because, again, SMCI was up a lot more. Remember, you're playing the filing, but be careful with that one. It is already up a tremendous amount after we've gone through a lot of different things. Would you make Palantir free or let it run? Are you talking about the long term or are you talking about short term? LMT on the high. Okay, SPY going a little lower. Let's see if we can move within the range or not. Remember, we're still on the top end of the range. That's kind of the funny part about all of this. Yes, long term? Then you know the answer, my friend. Please don't waste my time. Thank you. NVIDIA going down now. Verizon and communications on the high. Interest, again, in AT&T for crying out loud. Again, some nuclear dancing around. And then SPY still going lower. Bonds kind of already led the way. We'll see where this leads us. Dow is trying to come up, but Russell's doing a little better, but Russell's the one going down here for now or leading the way. But it does look like NASDAQ's catching up. NVIDIA, bigger candles on the low. Intel holding. And then again, I think Apple, Microsoft, Google, we'll see where this leads us. And then bonds, again, get ready for Besant. That'll probably be the one. And then minutes are going to be later, but I don't think it's going to be that wild. Any Airbnb news? Go rewind. We have DVR on. I already answered that question for you, brother. So now you're put in timeout while you have time to go look it up. Yeah, Apple, I don't know. I forgot about the Apple event, but I just think, one, we need a big tech leader. Right now, it looks like Meta is pulling down the index more or less like how it helped, but I think you're either going to get ASON or the not ASON, what am I saying? Apple or Amazon or even NVIDIA. Those are going to be the ones that is going to be the other leader. There's Amazon now on the low. So like I'm saying, see where it takes us. Is that Boeing again? And then Para, Apple technically still unchanged from the morning. And then PSX on the high as well, too. Intel. Highlighted names are 52-week highs and 52-week lows. Yeah, Boeing's chilling. The voiceover for Apple event, we'll see. You know, they love to clap you. Short seller Carson Block says, don't bet against Elon. Steer clear of China stocks. Oclo down over 7. A little bit of a candle now. Bond's still up. Solventum on the high. Again, 3M was moving big too. I don't know if they have anything there. And then Spire right back to VWAP. Verizon 2, now Disney on the high. But remember, energy's doing good. Yeah, Disney's turned into a leader on the day. Ironically enough, again. So, bro, the market is just pulled apart right now. I'm sure the market checkup will tell us that. Let's see what we got. So Dow Jones, 15 green, 15 red. So Dow Jones literally 50-50. NASDAQ 100, 45 green, 56 red. 50-50 market leading to the downside. And then SPY 250 green, 250 red. Bro, this is nonsense. So yeah, we're not really going anywhere. I think you're going to either need minutes or one of these events to like, you don't really have a direction. I don't even have currencies moving or anything. So, yeah, get ready, but we might be kind of chilling. If I sell my 250, would you start over and rebuy or start fresh? But why would I sell it? So y'all better start telling me why to sell a long term, or I'm going to be giving y'all hella short answers. You know what I'm saying? Because the only reason I'm selling that long term is if I'm buying a crib. Everything else is nonsense. I did get worried about the 250 for other reasons, but like I said, for the Chad's sake, I'd be down to let it ride for a little bit. But, you know, strategic selling is the answer. So if you even want the real answer, this isn't me being a jackass. This isn't me being closed-minded. I'm very, very strategic, my friend. It is very simple. You have to sell strategically. If you see gains in your long term, gains in an individual name, whatever it may be, you have to sell it for an asset that is worth more money. You need to level up in life. I would never tell you to go break up with the perfect woman and then go get a worse girlfriend who is terrible. I would not tell you to leave the church girl to date a stripper. It doesn't make any sense. So if you got a nice, beautiful long term and you're telling me you want to get rid of it, you better have a very, very high standard, as that has done a lot of good work for you. So that's what I'm saying. You go and shop. I'm telling you, 3 Chads found it. I'm not going to expose it because I'm telling you, bro, 3 Chads sent me houses below 100K, and 2 of them I think are 100K below market. And I said that's why, and that's how you should be thinking right now. That's it. Stop being lazy. Stop trying to find a quick 100K on the market. If your long term is giving you good things, because if you really want to move that money, if you really just made a lot of gains, start house shopping and go find a deal in your area or maybe a little further out, because people are doing it. And that's how you have to move the money to a better purchase. That is the only way we sell. Otherwise, I think it's a ridiculous conversation. But if you have a good item in mind to level up, I'm all about selling for that purpose. Does having a mortgage change the way you think about the long term? Nothing changes the way I think about a long term. It's starting to become a buyer's market. Sellers are having a difficult time. Flippers, normal, mom and pop, everybody. Again, it is becoming a buyer's market, and you got a lot of cash, so I would start shopping if that's the case. Otherwise, keep riding the wave, maybe sell covered calls, but don't be again, I've seen people react to emotion. I've seen people exit long terms because they were scared, the market went down and all of it, you know what I'm saying? But all it is there. Chris, you are trying to pump. You are trying to pump, Chris. And I'm going to go through your chat facts. Let's see, Chris. Chris, I got your play on there. So at least you posted it a little later. But, yeah, you just keep asking me to bring it up. And you keep, yeah, so calm down. Calm down. I'll see you in 30 minutes. Don't worry, man. Let it arrive naturally. Don't force it, bro. Don't force it. But I forgot what I was saying with the long term because pumpers distracted me. But the whole point is, man, get a long term and don't overcomplicate it. Oh yeah, I've seen people freak out because of downside, but don't freak out because you're doing good. That's it. I'm telling you. I've seen people literally. If you want to be this example, I love you, and I don't want to call you out on it in a negative way. But we bought Meta at $90. How many of you sold it at $200 or $300? Why did you sell it? Because it was doing good. You know what I'm saying? How many of you sold your Meta because it did good? And you were like, wow, it's doing so good, I'm going to stop it. You did that with Netflix. Okay. You did it with Meta. So a couple of you have, and that's okay. But do you see the point? That's the other side of the coin. Have a plan. Strategic selling, I would start looking into a house or a private company or something where you could parlay it. Otherwise, maybe just turn off your computer and stop looking at it because you might do better. You know what I'm saying? As long as you have a balance. Remember, if you made a 10-year minimum plan, unless a steal of a deal house pops up, I don't know why you're, enjoy the gains, but don't let them, move you into reacting when not reacting is what got you here. You hide your shares. I only watch options. Amen. Amen. Any catalyst? Yeah, Scott Bessent, Donald Trump after the bell, and then Fed minutes middle of the day. So that's going to kind of be the trifecta. I don't know if it's going to move us around too much, but that is what we have on schedule. OSHR or OSRH. I saw this a couple times in the morning. It's already up 200%. Again, Disney keeps breaking out. Overnight move. Well, I've talked about, again, I think it's both sides right now. That's it. There is something going on. I brought this up on the watch list. There's just a lot of things. I mean, I don't know if we're waiting for like the pregame to turn into the real escalation or not, but there's a couple of things pulling apart right now, both good and bad, and I don't know which way it's going to lead. I'm like I said, head on a swivel. Our long term is doing good. There has been rotation, but it's like you could go in any direction right now, and even though we broke out a little bit, we need more to keep doing it, but it's like I don't know if there's like it's like a wedge issue. The gap between bullish and bearish is starting to get very large on a lot of different things. It's no lie. Like, you don't have people coalescing around the middle. Like, you literally have cash levels plummeting. People are either buying or they are running away from this market right now. And they're either terrified of inflation and tariffs, or they're like, we are not going to ever see that ever again. So it's very interesting. And I brought this up on the watch list, but I think this might help some of you because, quite frankly, this is why I'm here. This is why I'm locked in. And we're going to be ready for whichever direction, and you don't need to. I kind of got a good philo for you today. You'll like it, but at the end of the day, it's interesting. And you guys remember this chart. Yeah, Disney's already running back up. SPY, it's been going down, but it's been a mix of 3 candles up, 1 candle down. But you guys remember this chart. And I told you guys a couple weeks ago, it was like right here where retail was outpacing the hedge funds, where literally the hedge funds are pretty much falling behind. They ran the risk of under positioning. Do you remember it? Okay, here's the problem though. They positioned a little bit, market did its thing, but now we're breaking out retail positioning. The market, the demand is going through the roof now. But now big money is still leaving. So that, again, if the market squeezes, they're going to have to really catch up a lot. Or, like I'm saying, they're the first ones out the door already. So I don't know. That's kind of the problem. It was cute at first because over here you're like, okay, yeah, they have to catch up. But now it's been another like month almost, and then it's like, wait a minute. If this really is the first break of this in a couple of years, then hold on. So that's where it starts to get a little interesting. But the fact, and then we'll look at those 2 big ass candles. But at the end of the day, I think it could go both ways. But like I'm telling you, I think it's just the nature of the situation. I think it's a high consequence game. I don't think so. Even though the market's like holding up, and Democrats think the world's ending, and then every Republican's literally thinks Jesus has came back. I think what we have going on right now is that this is a giant high-stakes game of poker. I don't think it's a $1, $2 big blind. I think this is a $1,000, $2,000 big blind. So even though we're kind of holding up and kind of doing what we're doing, it's just like, for real, the deficit either comes down, get rid of government waste, big changes, deregulation across the world, all this global trade. That's either really good or this is just all going to fail. Nobody executes Donald Trump's plan. The deficit doesn't get reversed. The wars and shit don't stop. Oil and energy is more volatile. Inflation and tariffs come back. And then you actually, of trying to bring down the deficit, all you do is bring about short-term pain. Right? So that's what I'm saying. I just think the nature of the scenario, I think it's high risk, high reward. I just think it's really high stakes right now of how this truly ends up. But it does seem like you have a lot of people just pulling apart now, like going, and they either think it's mass failure or mass success. But fact of the matter, it's only been like 30 days and it's still very early. So that's where I think we might be at. But Meta on the low now. And then SPY again, all these candles, MDU, AMAL, high ticker is actually still gassing, believe it or not. 4th and 1 or 3rd and 5. I want to say 4th and 1, but it's Trump. And then I feel like it's 3rd and 5 or 4th and 1, but they keep calling penalties. And then, repeat 4th down, repeat 3rd down. Because then I'm like, that's how I think they're slowing it. That's why it feels like we got out of this pregame, but the real escalation, the real stuff in action is still out there. But then people, again, like on the conference calls, people are talking about tariffs and these things more than any other time than we did it in the last, tariff cycle in 2018. Tesla's still holding. SPY came back to VWAP after those candles. NVIDIA coming up, still red. Honeymoon over? Well, no. Well, that's like, look at retail. You're positioning to the high. So the honeymoon may just be beginning, and then it's going to leave a lot of people behind, and they have to reposition. Or again, the honeymoon is over, and all the big money exit in, and then we're going to have a real big repositioning. I don't know. Like I'm saying, that I brought it up on the watch list. I'm just pointing out the things pulling apart. I don't think you have an answer. So that's why I stay diversified. That's why I like to go little by little. But, you know, it's getting funny because there is a lot going on, even though we're barely moving out of the range. And then before you know it, you're right back into it. But I think it's all fascinating, but still too early to tell, in my opinion. NXPI on the high. MCHP microchip. Didn't they have news the other day? They're starting to go up. Actually, MCHP, I swear they had a headline the other day. And then Apple on the low now and Amazon, another set of big tech on the low. Let's say one stock is up a ridiculous amount. Would you sell that one company for a different? Are you talking about the long term? Eli Lilly, if U.S. government new trade restrictions on China are adopted, it could impact our business and results of operation. So Eli Lilly putting out something about tariffs and China. And then MCHP going down. Big money trying to clap you. That might not be the case. Like I'm saying, just use the data because we need to confirm it. Because last thing you want to do is look back and you're like, they're trying to get us. Meanwhile, you had the info that you could have used that as a warning. And then vice versa. You know, so that's why I'm saying diversification, take it slow, pay attention to the factors. You'll know when it's there. You don't, like, that's what I'm saying, trying to predict it or, you know, in the middle of this, no, but, you know, you just got to be a second quicker. But you'll know when you see it. OSRH, that one's still going up. Telling me smart money is out and retail is piling. So smart money may be offsides. Well, no, I don't call it smart money. I don't. I think it's just foolish. Everybody's an idiot. You know, like for real. The same people told you not to buy China, and again, it's literally killing it. But at the end of the day, it's because even in 24 and 23, when quote unquote smart money was underperforming, they had to catch up to the AI boom, and they actually brought in a lot of melt up. So it could go both ways. I'm just saying it's a factor. Pay attention, tie it in. Don't come to a conclusion, but be aware of some of the plates that are shifting. Again, all good info. Redfin on the high all of a sudden. I saw Zillow up earlier. Again, Eli had that headline, not too big of a move. Oh, no, I wanted Zillow. Why is everyone trying to sell the long term today? I don't know. I mean, respectfully, I think Mercury is in retrograde. You know what I'm saying? Where like it's kind of like Mercury in retrograde, but it just turned them into a long-term bitch. Okay, you know the answer. You know the answer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I think it is. The video will beat. Disney's been leading all day low key. And then again, healthcare. That would be nice. Nikes. That would be nice if it could move. To rotate options into recession plays. You play the barbell. That's how you do it. I mean, I've been saying this on the watch list for weeks now. If somebody is under or over positioned, you just play the tail end of it. That's all. Cheap options, limited downside on both extremes. Because if somebody's offside and they catch up, you're going to squeeze. That's what hits. That's how those babas went 10 cents to $1, right? And then vice versa. If it is going to be this other stuff, then you're going to go down. I'm telling you, the answer is balance and diversification. That is it. I can't stress it enough, especially with a lot of the back, until you're going to get real big data. You'll know it when you see it, but in the meantime, I don't think there's something concrete enough to start doing that. Or again, if you want to play the tail end risks, but you want to keep it small with a defined risk. That is how professional managers go about some of these strategies. So if you want that, that's what I would do, but don't be a dummy and get burned before anything has happened because of a feeling. Don't sell because of a feeling, and that's why I'm saying, the market has done this for years. You guys have seen this a lot. So, imagine some of y'all have lived through the worst, good and bad. So that's why I'm saying little by little, don't get too jumpy. Let be refined by your experience, but get that confirmation. You'll know what to do. But in the meantime, I think diversification is going to make sure you're gaining and protected until it's there. But yes, I would have caution. I am not with all of this. I'm excited. We're making money and we're doing a lot of things, but I'm not saying don't be cautious. I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying, hey, look around, pay attention, but don't let your caution lead you into pulling the parachute. But I would know where the exits are. Now you get what I'm saying, but I'm not leaving yet. And that's it. I'm a paranoid individual. I walk into a room, I know where all the exits are. Okay, my paranoid schizophrenics and my military people, you know what I'm talking about. And my militants or cops, you know what I'm talking about. You're in the bill, you know where the exit is. I think you should know where all exits are. I think you should pay attention to some of the oddly suspicious people in the crowd. Now, I'm not saying don't be oblivious right now, but I'm not fucking leaving we're not leaving right now. You get what I'm saying? This is full and nothing has happened, but you should be aware of where it's going to be. So that's why I'm saying you don't want to start panicking until you're too, we need a little bit more, but I don't ride all of this. I'm not saying don't go 1,000%, nothing to worry about long term, nothing to worry about. No, you got to be moving very cautious. If it works in your favor, take the dub. If not, though, be mindful, but don't let your caution lead you. Be prepared. Don't be paranoid leading to a crazy move. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Editas still keeps going. We still have that one. I want Nike, but those plays still, man. And then Disney, and now there's the SPY. Bonds were the move, low-key. I was deep red to green now. Gold, barbell. Take a look at the watch list. House to vote next week on budgets. Scalise tells Punch Poll. WTO trade discussions on China were constructive. Large numbers of companies call for restraint. Why is Editas? Volume's getting bigger. It's a biotech, and there was already approvals. I didn't see anything on Editas yesterday. It was going up. Yeah, Editas has nothing. So interest. Oh, shit, bro. What is that? We own this. This is a biotech. Let me check. Because remember, we had them on the drug calendar, but I think this is doing a little too good. Yeah, why is it? We're up almost, what, like 100%? I don't even know. Almost. TLT, bro, that was a play. SPY going up too. Atlanta Fed GDP Q1 2.3. Estimate was 2.3. NVIDIA ripping. Pfizer too. NVIDIA did wake up. Let's see. Oh. I know what we own Editas. I just don't know why it's going up like that. Because I don't think it had any headlines. I'm double checking now. Pipeline. Yeah, bro, I don't even see anything. All their events are even like past due. So we might get an update on that. SPY still going. Whoa, SPY really rocketing. WTO trade tensions were constructive. That is all I see there. But SPY, decent pop. Bonds a little lower. Be on the lookout. Maybe this could be one of the best in comments. Yeah, you just got a pretty big pop there. Almost 1 point in 1 minute. Again, you have a headline a second ago or 2 minutes ago. Trump eyes bigger and better trade deal with China. New York Times. So that's coming in now. Again, bigger and better. You also have WTO, but first headline is positive Trump headline with China. That's coming out right now. New York Times is the source. So take it with a grain of salt, but still, if that's going to kind of pump you after a little... Again, tariff fears kind of got you down. Premiums. Premiums already jumped. Trump would like to strike a wide-ranging deal with Xi that goes beyond reworking trade relationship. Opinion headline. It seems like a scoop a little bit, but it's bullish. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know how much velocity, but that sounds bullish. And then again, it's just going to be a matter of how true it is or if this is what he ends up talking about later. So Trump would like to strike wide-ranging deal that goes beyond reworking trade. See what happens with like Baba and Baidu. They didn't really move off of that. Just the SPY and like NVIDIA or maybe Intel. Not really. But yeah, China Trump news. We got that very early. But premiums kind of went up 100% off the bottom. But now it's still dancing around. Again, this would be nice if we could get above the range, but this is New York Times. Trump has expressed interest that deal would include substantial investments with China that go beyond reworking. No, from China to buy more American products. I feel like there's going to be a bad headline soon on it. Sounds good for now. Again, New York Times saying that Trump is eyeing a bigger and better deal with China. Crypto, let's see if anything else moved. The pound and euro, Trump would like an agreement to include issues like nuclear security. Honestly, the euro and everybody else is taking it good, though. Would like an agreement. Vanda, there's been a lot of the biotechs moving. Nat gas. Alrighty. Okay, I'm getting rid of the short-term puts from yesterday. I'm going to take my loss on those, and then I'm moving. We're moving a little bit. Again, keep everything small. Uber, nice little pop. All right. Let's see. It's going to be an interesting one. I'm excited to see how the Apple flushing, though, now. Watch out. About the 200-year-olds accepting SSI. I heard him even rip Zelensky, bro. Eddie Tosh. Apple, that's not going to be good. Again, my SPY puts are already down from yesterday. I clapped those. So we'll see. But for the most part, that move right now, very small. But watch, because if Apple or NVIDIA dumps, that's going to add pressure. Or if NVIDIA breaks out, that should be good. Oh. LKQ, Colm on the high. Let me see. Baba. ASTS on the low. Yeah, the China plays didn't really move up too much. JTAI, that was from earlier. Yeah, that one's breaking out now. Again, this one's up 61. Merck is down. I mean, it's down year to date. They have a good cancer portfolio. Premiums are juicing up right now. But yeah, I'm a big fan. So I think there's other names. I mean, Merck could go a little lower. They have had a little problems that brought them down, but I think you're in the neighborhood of a good quality name. Most people know Merck, and you've probably encountered it at one point in your life. Yeah, Editas, I don't have any headline on that, bro. But yeah, a lot of these gene editing stocks have been going up the last couple of days. UONE. Again, watch some of the, what is this? DJ Consolidated Edison Institutional Shareholders? No, that's not it. But yeah, and then you are moving up a little bit. Yeah, bonds are red on the day. Serve on the high, too. ARK, I forgot about that. Yeah, remember ARK? We were talking about it yesterday. The plays just suck. Like, they're very expensive. No Scott Bessett, not yet. Is it going to be at 9 my time? I thought it was going to be like right now, but it's supposed to be this morning. He's like one of the first. But I think it's an exclusive with Bloomberg. But yeah, we get Scott Bessent, and then that's it. And then we got one Fed speaker after the bell, then another one during the bell, and then the Fed minutes. So then we'll see. Okay, you're still holding these up here, so watch out for that. Intel call premium starting to juice. It's recovering a little bit. Honestly, it's not bad, man. That could be nice. Inshallah, Habibi. Inshallah. Adding Walgreens. I haven't bought them in a while, but last time I did, they made me pay. But I do like Walgreens, but not right now. I would wait, to be honest. I think you could just buy way high quality value names. Kind of closer to the lows right now. All right, Intel going up, man. So watch out. Those premiums juiced up from the morning. And then the SPY, watch out for that, though. You got your little New York Times pop. Market's still struggling to get back up there. Remember, all of these days, you were much higher pre-market. So intraday is kind of doing its thing. I don't know if it's the option market pinning it, but even that headline, too, we'll have to kind of see. STAA, Reddit puts. I've heard a lot about those. City on the low and USB. What's going on with banks? Yo, XLF starting to flush. Keep USB really selling off there, it looks like. Yeah. Yo, I think something's going on in Bankland, big homie. I would watch out for banks right now. That's starting to pick up a little bit. Let me get the other XLF. Yeah, keep an eye on that one. All of them, XLF is very odd, but USB kind of breaking below. That one's a little bit odd. I don't like that one. There's a 20-year bond auction in 2 hours. I watch it just all the banks come down. But then again, if the market doesn't mean it'll affect the market. If some of the others, there's your guys' Merck going up. Oh, is that another candle? Yeah. So, yeah, watch Citi and US. Something's happening there. What would that be? Hey, I don't know if it's reached. That's big. Like I'm saying, the banks are doing very good the last couple of days. Yeah, I snaked one. It already went up. So I'm sending out this stream alert, but even then, it's already up, so don't chase it. I have no idea what that is. And then Visa is well on the low. Intel's still holding. Again, those premiums. Watch what the SPY does. Yeah, Visa's starting to go there. Again, Bank of America now. Bro, I'm telling you, watch these banks. Something weird. I don't have any headline. Again, we already snaked the USB ones there, but zero word on that. Could be related to the German stuff or maybe like Basel, but I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, man. It's just odd. That's down 2-3. And they've done good, so maybe just a normal sell-off. AMD on the high. Merck is going to. Watch Bank of America. AM Digital. I love how the SPY's just chilling there. AM Digital's doing good, man. Almost 1% now. Doge going through bank records. Maybe it just banks led the other day. TEM on the high. They were down the other day, but now they're starting to pop. Hasn't done its 10% move yet. So we will see. Again, Intel is holding up. SPY wants to move, but you haven't since that headline. Fort Knox. I don't think they're auditing it now, are they? So again, just watch those banks. Otherwise, if it stops, you're good. But if Citi and USB start getting pummeled, then there you go. VIX is starting to go up. Again, TEM now, even bigger. TM, 2% on those candles. It hasn't made its move yet for the day. So, again, the other days it'd be up literally 15%. But now it's starting to move up. RXRX, MRUS, high ticker going, and then this SPY. I don't know how much if the premiums are really running. No, premiums are lower even though you're breaking out. And then Zillow, big pop. Decent pop. You're up 1.2. AMD going. Expedia. Cigna on the high. Watch if any of the travel plays could move. That one could be decent. Expedia. J&J is another healthcare still. All right, I think the USB thing, if that double dips there, watch out. Otherwise, it'll be a dud. Just sent Theo Vaughn the email. Day 5, baby. Day 5. Hey, man, AMD's actually looking really good. Again, Intel as well, too. TLT Clifford. We still haven't got young Bessie. I would like to hear from young Bessie. He's a good man. Hopefully. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the USB premiums are running now. Okay, I made them free even more. I got the first one free right away. So that's it. I just get free USB puts now. I have no idea what the news is. You're just able to snake it real quick. Eli Lilly, they had that China headline earlier. Am Dizzle still, and then watch again. Eli Lilly going. See if Intel, those are starting to gas up a little bit, but the premiums were higher earlier. Those continue. Huh. Yeah, DVR is still on, you guys, so watch out. And then I don't know if it's lagging you right now. No idea. USB still going. Still have no. I'm going to hold the final one, though. I'm not going to do what I did last time, but maybe if I don't do what I did last time, then I'm going to lose it all. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. That is what happens. But yeah, USB in the banks. I don't know where Apple or anything else is going. Intel now, that's starting to rip. Is there a headline on that? The DVR is just so you guys could go back in time. Some people asked for it. So I said we could try it out this week and see, like where it takes us. But yeah, you never know. You never know. ADI on the high. What is this? Analog Devices. Eli Lilly again. I&O, more healthcare, and all the other ones. So starting to move. Come on, yalla habibi. Yeah, SPY won't get out of that, though. Fortunately, you've wasted 10 minutes on that. Okay, so watch. This is either going to end it or another downside and pull up. But be careful with the contracts. Even on the short term, that took a long time to do nothing. You might just get chopped up. Yeah, and you could go back, too, on DVR. So then that way, if you do ask me something I cover, I could just put the responsibility on you. Trump calls Zelensky a dictator without elections. Wow, that's very bold, but I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I do think it is weird that they don't have elections this long. We are successfully negotiating an end to Ukraine. Zelensky better move fast or he won't have a country left. Yeah, it's a little aggressive, but I mean, again, for all my democracy fighters, it is awkward. It's just awkward. It really is. If you really think about it, whether you really like Ukraine or maybe you don't like them, but it is just awkward that at the end of the day, they have not had an election, because of the war. So they could do a ceasefire, have an election, and see. Trump says Ukraine better move fast or he won't have a country left. Trump says we are successfully negotiating an end to the war. Bro, ADI still going. That was maybe, again, you have AMD, ADI, Intel, but be on the lookout for those. Yeah, watch. ADI is up. That's 6%? Yeah, bro, hold on. That thing is kind of moving. Halo on the low. And then the high ticker's still balancing. You got MRK still going. Oh, ADI is expensive. The ADI premium just launched, though, kind of out of nowhere. Nike flushing. Yo, Nike. Nike on the low. No idea what it is. I don't know. I may not push it, though. I've already got too many. I already hit my snakes for today on some of them. I don't want to overdo it. But, yeah, Nike's starting to flush out of nowhere. You might even get this SPY flushing, too, so be careful. Nike Big Ray. I don't know what it is. I'm surprised the Kim K stuff didn't boost it up a little bit more. Where's the other one? Last time we had a move like this, it was, again, USB. But then there was the other. Yeah, USB already came up. Made those free. They were up a couple 100%. Came back now. I don't know. That's a dollar something drop. So, see, SPY's still holding up, but, yeah, the premiums are starting to die there. Again, this is just taking too long. You're not really doing anything. That is your problem, Habibi. Illumina. I like Illumina, actually. They have been going through a lot of different things, but, yeah, they're not bad. And then bonds are still running, though. And then let me see the currencies. Actually, Euro came down, so hold on. Yeah, all the currencies went down after that little thing. It sucks. You get this stupid headline. They pop for a little bit, but then they're getting worse. But now the VIX is going lower, even though you have not broken out. Russell's getting worse. SPY's kind of leading the day, and then NASDAQ down a quarter. J&J Healthcare has been all day. There's Nike a little bit off the bottom. Banks are trying to bounce. I don't think we have a word on what's going on there. And Intel's still up, but again, down 4% on the day. Oh, the XLV is still going up, man. And then Siri on the low. I mean, they had a Warren Buffett headline the other day. How are defense stocks? I don't think any of the war stuff is getting in their way. Yeah, oil dropped a lot, though. So, again, think about the peace stuff. Bonds up. We still haven't heard from Besant. You got a New York Times update on China and Trump, or an opinion, but at the end of the day, you have moved up a little bit and still below the last 2 days of pre-market. And then Tesla's starting to come down. J&J, that's another one. Even TiVo once again. Pfizer once again. All of the damn medical healthcare place. All morning. Orange juice futures. Orange juice. -4 to +4. Sint. S-I-N-T. Whoa, what the hell is this? S-I-N-T. No options. I have no idea what this is. Yo, S-I-N-T. Literally, is this 100% pop, or did it just get unhalted or something? No idea what it is. SINT. I'm checking. Syntex. I don't know where Coke's at. There's SPY dropping. Syntex receives issuance for silicone nitride, functionalized zirconia, toughened aluminum ceramic biomaterial. So a patent for silicon nitride processing. This makes strides in implant technology. It's a defense stock. Well, they got a patent. That's the news. It was a couple of hours ago. People already knew about it. That's why it gapped up, and then now it's starting to run. So, again, there's a SPY just following the currency, sadly. Which was that? Oh, the USBs are still up. Interesting. So, SPY premium's getting crushed now. It depends on which side, though. But no, again, it's just I keep an eye on the currencies. That's what I'm saying. They're like making some big moves to get you out of there, but then they fade, and then the market catches up, and then honestly, I think they might be leading us. As odd as that might be. Trump, Eurozone failed to bring peace. Zelensky probably wants to keep the gravy train going. I love Ukraine, but Zelensky has done a terrible job. Yikes. Well, that's that. Bonds are still going. Yeah, the whole thing, it's on truth. It's pretty aggressive. And then SPY is now dumping. I think they hustled me out of it. I don't know. The calls were down, though, still, or the puts were. Okay. Zoitis as another healthcare, man, and more real estate. I don't. And wait for the currencies, but I think that New York Times thing kind of got in the way, but I don't think we had too much of a change here. But now the premiums have came back to the morning, so let them flush through here, and then we'll get the reset. I heard someone say MO earlier. I would just watch healthcare right now. Apple on the low and gold, believe it or not. But, dude, healthcare is the one going, like, nuts. That one just, I can't ignore it. It keeps popping up there. Yeah, Redfin and real estate stocks have done good too. Yeah, man, it is. Keep it small. Keep the premium small. You will be protected, my friends. No DVR. Well, we'll see. We'll give it a week. But I'm not going to lie. I like being able to just send people back in time. It saves me a lot of time. Or leaves no room for excuses. Micron on the low now. And then XLV still up there. Cigna's going up. You are now a time traveler indeed. Tell you I'm pro-Russian without telling me you're pro-Russia. I'll just ban you. Grow up. How are you going to identify somebody on one thing? It's a very complex war situation. You should look more into it before attacking your fellow brothers and sisters. You're probably on DVR, so you probably won't even hear the clapback for 5 minutes, but enjoy whatever else you have remaining. We talked about the DC stuff on yesterday's watch list, so go to the beginning of yesterday's stream. You might see what we went over. U.S. Senate Majority Leader Thune planning to proceed with Senate budget proposal. And then bonds coming down. Utilities starting to climb. That's an interesting one. So again, like healthcare, and then that might have been your little pullback to run it up. They just knocked the premiums real quick. I was going to make a move, but so slow today. We need velocity or Mr. Besant. Microsoft, in partnership with Xbox, Ninja Theory, Microsoft developed generative AI for gameplay named Muse. And then U.S. aviation sector calls for robust emergency funding from Congress for critical air traffic control, tech, and staffing. Apple debuts iPhone 16e with A18 chip, Apple Intelligence, and new Apple C1, first cellular modem designed by Apple. Watch if Broadcom or Qualcomm goes down. iPhone 16 available at $599. Pre-orders begin February 21st. Availability from February 28th. To have 6.1-inch Retina XDR display, OLED tech, and best battery life ever on 6.1. Have face camera, Face ID, 48 megapixels, and offer wireless charging and USB-C. 18A chip is Intel. Are you sure? He's no moving. But yeah, that's all the Apple headlines coming out now. And then Microsoft did a generative AI gaming thing. Wait, where does qubits fit into all of this? And then Apple unveils C1 modem that will power iPhone 16e cellular data. Jerry Big Pop. Yeah, wait, where does qubits fit into this? They just went crazy, but I don't know why. And then all of them just did it. Every single one of the quantum plays. And SPY back up. Hi. A18 is none of the, honestly, Qualcomm, Broadcom, any of the other ones, they didn't really move. But yeah, the modem and the new phone and the lower price, that all came out there right now. I know, is there a reason why? Every single quantum stock just went apeshit off of the Apple thing, but I don't know if it's related. So if you have more details, please provide it. But they are going. Ukrainian foreman, nobody can force Ukraine to give up. We'll defend our right to exist. Word. Anybody on the quantum? Because I have no idea why it's doing that. I have all the Apple details. Again, Microsoft AI, and then U.S. aviation industry calls for emergency funding. Oh, is it the quantum chip for Microsoft? Well, there you go. So, yeah, we had the headline. It was buried in there. So, qubits is related to all of that. And IonQ. So, Microsoft headline, essentially. Oh, so expensive, Habibi. Let's see. I only want super cheap shit, but there's nothing super cheap. Yeah, I might have to burn that, but that's related to the Microsoft one. Again, watch the airlines. All those spies can't do. They're just scamming the out of you on the premium. My goodness. But yeah, Rigetti, Wolf, all of them are actually still going, though. What was the other one? That was qubits. Yeah, that was the cheap one. That's the one that started to go. The A18 is found in Apple 16 series. Oh, bro, that one's still right. You had it there. If you took it, you got it. I think I missed it. I tried the cheap ones. I'll be down to double dip it, but I'm going to wait now. You're top ticking after this, but that's good. That's 11%. Again, Apple, Microsoft news, all of it. Well, there you go. And then Disney still, but more quantum plays off of the Microsoft news. Yeah, Qubit, IonQ, Rigetti. There's pretty much a new Microsoft development. Oh, my goodness. Still keeps going. And then UL, you also have Neo and some other ones, but yeah. I don't even think Microsoft like moved off of it. That's the funny part. Actually, what are we saying here? DNA and NVIDIA news. Yeah, Jinko Bioworks. Yo, good call on that. I don't have that confirmed, but that's moving like something. Oh, man. Is it? Yeah, whatever. I haven't confirmed it yet, but it's moving there. So let's see. The contracts are kind of shitty. And then I wanted another play. Oh, please hold. I want another. I was looking for another play the whole time. They have a weak portfolio. Who? Jinko? I remember you guys have told me about this. I remember Chads have this one in the long term. Anything just with the NVIDIA partnerships has been doing good. Rosneft, refinery, spending, oil processing following the attack. IonQ, yeah, that came down. Even the Qubits one, that one's cheaper. Okay. IonQ. I don't know. I think I'm going to add a bigger play. I'm going to go for... I like the ones. I like the quantum ones. I feel like we missed it. So I'm going to grab something instead. I might grab another one. I'm putting it on this one because I'm going to pair it up with shares. So I started with an option, but, I mean, it doesn't matter. Not a recommendation. All right, Qubits, if you want it, you could save 40 cents if you think that one's going to go. That is kind of the one I wanted, but we'll see where it leads us. What was the other one? DNA. That one's still holding up, but no real reaction after the first pop. Microsoft news still. My goodness, man. What a day. Yeah, we got the Apple news there. That caused a lot. A new state of matter to power quantum? What does that even mean? It's good, though. You haven't had quantum news in a while, man. So I'll take it. Okay, I'm getting out of this SPY calls. They're literally up one fucking penny. That just took too long. So we just took a loss on the puts, out of the calls. Oh, there it is again. Qubits. That could have been the double dip. Again, I think there's other plays there. Then see a DNA goes. Ibex, Eli Lilly going. Yeah, bro. Ever since that China news, it started running. What's the other one we just said? Qubits, IonQ, all of that. Like volatility, right again. Okay, I'm gonna make another play on that other one. I'm gonna do it. All right, I grabbed another one. Not on the SPY. Tempop, LRCX. And then I got rid of this SPY cause they rep. It's okay. We have other ones doing great, though. Yeah, LRCX, huge pop. Good call on that one. You might have something, buddy. Oh, these are already expensive. Be very, very careful. Hold on. The dailies are very scammy on that one. Be very careful on the dailies. Maybe get yourself some time. Oh, they won't fill those. Oh, I fucked up. Nope, I botched it. I think I botched. Yeah, it's already, I think I botched it already. Yeah, LRCX, Investor Day. I'm going to burn that one. I fucked it up. But yeah, like I said, the daily's already rocketed up. You're getting the first 2% pop. We don't have the headline. AMAT next. Again, I just sold those calls, and then you got a pop. So by the time that stream alert came out, you probably should have got some. AMAT. Let's see. AMAT, does that have Investor Day as well, or what? These premiums did not jab 30%. It just depends. Expects customer support revenues to outpace installed base growth. So it looks like good guidance. Investor Day as well. Or that's for Lamb. Watch out for AMAT as well. Eli Lilly. Qubit's still up. Microsoft hasn't moved. DNA still holding. And then we got chillin'. Yeah, the Redfins are up too. WVE. Why did that sound? Was that West Virginia Energy? And then SPY getting volume. You're still red on the day. And then there's Microsoft. Woohoo! All right, let that one ride. So yeah, Microsoft pop, but I don't know why. I think it's because of the other headlines with qubits. They just didn't move. So there you go. That got us our daily play on that. Fuck yeah. That's the one I did instead of Rigetti or Ion. Gold red candle. Bro, I'm mad. The calls I had it, I just sold out for break even, but SPY's a little tricky. Some of the individual names have been a little easier today, but then some are doing a lot of stop and go. GLD ready. Again, look at Microsoft out of nowhere. That thing started ramping up there. So again, you might, depending on the other one, you can make some free plays if you wanted. And then DNA, that one's still holding. That NVIDIA one didn't really follow through, to be honest. Is every stock a pump and dump every day? Kind of, yeah. That's why you just get a long term. Man, they got me on the calls. But if you got them, you're good to go. Yeah, I don't know. I think the DNA news is kind of just whack, to be honest. There's like a model now available in NVIDIA, but I don't think that they used it. I got out before the pump. I know I am the pump, bro. But it's okay. You should see the other plays I did today. But don't worry about it. Worry about the long term. I'm doing fine. So, amen. I botched the LRCX, so I didn't play that one. Yeah, but not too bad. For no quantity, because you should just do one. And I'm tired of dealing with everybody. So that's it. The next step is not including any of the plays. So you guys got to figure it out. I want to encourage you to do the best, but yeah, and please don't post them, because if you're going to post the stream alert play, you should have posted it before I did it. So that's the idea. Again, Dave Ramsey approach. We talked about it yesterday. Yeah, long term is moving around there. All right, yeah, the DNA, like I said, that one sucks. Again, play everything small. We'll see, unless they get another one, but I think, what was the other one? WSD or whatever? That one, NVIDIA bought into them, and they went nuts. That's the one you need. I watched some of the Trump Hannity thing. I couldn't find the whole, like, clip of all of it. Palantir's starting to wake up. They were red, too. Has the community become too toxic? No, but your comment doesn't help, you know, because we've talked about it so much already. It's just, you got to go back and listen to it, man. I just don't want to influence you guys negatively, you know, especially when the long term is just winning at a very epic rate, you know, and although I believe a lot of you could make wise decisions, I don't want to tempt people with bad decisions in the short term. But for some of you, if you're prepared, you can find a way to make use of it. So, but like I'm saying, some of you who bring up some of this stuff, you guys are just days and weeks behind. So use the DVR, use the other videos. But, you know, we've already discussed a lot of this in depth. So I encourage you to go back and otherwise move forward. CNBC covering the Microsoft news now. Thank you, CNBC. Oh, and we still got the peach. What? Peach Nation. Horn. Oh, my man. Thank you. Thank you. I love it. I love it. Woo. Amen. Amen. My brother, how you living, man? How you living? Oof. Amen. Wow, the Peach Nation. Are you kidding me? Every day? 10%? The saved, man? Stop it. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. And then the SPY ripping. Thanks for putting no Jerome Powell in the title. Amen. Thoughts on Enphase? I like it to trade every now and then. I think they're terrible for the long term. But, you know, we made a free play on it the other day. It expired. You know, they could benefit off of certain policy, but, you know, they got to kind of come back to life. John Deere on the high. So is Microsoft. Again, they're pumping it on CNBC right now. We just got that page. Yeah, what are they talking? Oh, no.
So that's
Philips CEO.
In the sleep and respiratory
Nike
care
on the
business,
low again,
but also
though.
we see that profit coming back. So actually, sleep and respiratory care has become a contributor to Philips again after a few difficult years whilst we were working through the recall.
Interesting stuff. Who isn't interested in a better night's sleep? Roya, thank you so much for joining us here today. Roya Philips, CEO.
Thank you so much.
Well, still ahead, climate change is expected to pose a massive risk to home values. That's as insurers begin to reprice risk from recent disasters like the California wildfires.
KNSA.
Shares of Etsy are down as revenue misses estimates. The company points to some sales headwinds, including pressure on discretionary spend and some challenging comps in what was a shortened.
Well, thank you, Etsy. Thank you. Apple on the way up now. Whatever KNSA is. Bonds, too. We still ain't hear your boy. Pfizer, I do like it at these levels. Yes, it's lower than where I bought it. On like most of my averages, I did buy it one time below this price, but I do like this price. Depends on where your portfolio is at, though, but I think it's a good one with a good yield. Still has some risk to it, but that is something I prefer more than other names. And I own it, and I'm down on it. And Boeing is flushing. I don't have a headline on this. Boeing, Musk eyeing options for Boeing to move faster on Air Force One jets. Oh, shit, we got Bradley Frizzle, too? You know Bradley Frizzle and Boeing. I don't know if you guys know the rumors there. But, yeah, Elon and Boeing. Literally, Musk eyeing options for Boeing to move faster on Air Force One jets. That is coming out now. Bradley, where you at, bro? Come on, Bradley. You know Boeing. Oh, man. Yeah, that's coming out now. Trump regards Boeing as a lost cause. Yikes. So, honestly, none of the premiums are moving on that. Surprisingly, there wasn't even, like, too big of a pump. Nothing is moving. Oh, wait, that's because that's not fucking Boeing. I'm an idiot. I just hit the wrong option. I thought I snaked the fuck out of it. I just sold it. I bought the wrong one, bro. Never mind. Yeah, that's more like all right, I fluked that one. Yeah, I bought the other option. I bought my option was linked to another contract. That's hilarious. Yeah. So I botched it. That wasn't for me. Chinese foreign minister says it gives priority with Pakistan and neighboring diplomacy. Xinhua Minister Wang Yi said China will strengthen docking and development of strategies with Pakistan. Interesting. I did that. Yeah, that one wasn't for me. But yeah, you got the news. You got it early too. So God bless you. Trump shitting on Boeing. So is Elon. You already missed the first one. You would have had it if you were a little bit earlier. And then again, Microsoft even holding up. I feel like it's the first day. It's been green in a while, bro. Rivian NVIDIA speculation will host a fireside chat with NVIDIA. And then watch Boeing. That one could materialize, but there's one set of cheap premium, but yeah, I don't know. They've all kind of moved up there a little bit. You got to be careful. It could flush, though. I mean, people may not like it, but then Boeing has been bulletproof, but not like crash proof. Hard to explain. Rivian popping on that. Yeah, so be on the lookout. Again, Rivian NVIDIA headline. And then there's Boeing, round 2. There's still one cheap option on the 2-day. Every other option's juice. There's only one cheap one. I haven't taken it. I'm calling it out for you. I don't want it. I mean, it's gone. Now it's already up. It's gone now. Trump regards Boeing. Yeah, we already got that headline. I already got that one for you too, but I just missed it. I fluked it. I could have got way cheaper. But yeah. So someone took, there's still one more contract. There, it's gone now. Yeah, now it's 100%. That was the last one remaining. All you, baby. I called it out. Hey, even if I miss it, like I said, if you're paying attention, I hope you benefit off the info. But again, you got to have your own budget. You got to be wise and do your thing. But yeah, so you got it early though. Again, I fucked up. I would have snaked it, but I was going to. I just snaked the wrong one. I passed it, bro. That was all you. If you wanted it, it's all right up your alley. Happy birthday. It's not my birthday, bro. But I will send prayers to Mom. She's having brain surgery? Oh, my gosh. That's serious, bro. Wow, everybody. Prayer warriors. Pray for Kevin. Miss Aguilar Lopez. Oh, man. I hope she is okay, brother. And then MCHP. Intel March. Oh, yeah. Where is Intel? MCHP keeps going up. Intel chilled out. Again, watch Boeing. It didn't go too crazy. Banks again. Remember the City UBS stuff. USB was hella weird. And SPY just chilling there super early on the Boeing news. I don't see it too many places, but yeah. But then again, New York Times was our first article this morning. Yeah, LRCX Investor Day, they gave updates on guidance, and then AMAT as well. Now, there's a lot of headlines that just came out. Company, and then there was like, which one? I made a DNA, and then Microsoft, and then you had all the other quantum plays too. There's a lot of things right there. CART is on the high, 52. JetBlue talking to multiple airliners about a partnership. And then SPY breaking out. I botched those calls. I had a good one, but I got out for break even, and then they went up 20, 30, or 50%. Let me double check. President Trump has empowered Elon to explore drastic options to produce Boeing to move faster on 2 Air Force One jet deliveries. So again, they're not getting away from Boeing, but they're going to do faster deliveries when it's all said and done. And then there's the SPY. Let's see. How bad did I botch it? Oh, yeah, you would have made 50%. Hot dog. But not bad, my friends. Not bad. We're moving. All right, watch if Boeing goes down. I wish there was better plays on it. I'm sure there was, but we botch-a-rooney. It really does kind of sound bullish for them, but I think it's going to have a little bit of a negative effect. But again, Boeing has even offered a lot. If it's your birthday, can I request a philo topic? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to time you out for 30 minutes to give you an idea of where my head is at. Please don't ask me for anything. Anybody. I don't like it at all. Don't try to change my will or what I am going to do. My mind is made up. So that's how I feel about that, especially when it comes to philo. No, I'm being serious for all of you. So I appreciate Michael, but at the end of the day, yeah, we're going to get away from that. I don't even know if it's his birthday. He said if it's his birthday. He should have been clear about it. So again, just, we'll do our thing. And then Microsoft coming back down. NVIDIA's just chilling. And then SPY starting to break up a little bit more. There's just been a lot of headlines right now, man. Rivian, I like it for parts. Other than that, that's as far as I go on it. All right, Microsoft coming down. Biotech, IBB now. So again, that was the leader here. XLV, Labu did very good. Bond's coming down. We have not heard from Bessing yet. Again, even got to hear from Wang Yi. Disney call, nice. Did you post it, or is this going to get awkward? I think you posted it. Oh, awkward. Awkward. Nibis, big recovery. Disney is still leading, though. Awkward. Lulu on the low. Race first pullback since earnings. I thought Besson was this morning. Maybe it is tomorrow. Maybe I'm wrong. Because he should have talked by now. We heard him last night a little bit and all of that. So maybe I'm tripping. Otherwise, we're like, what? You got Euro close right now on the dot. And then we are about to get, hour and a half, 2.5 hours. You're going to get the Fed minutes. Lulu on the low, right? Broke out. What was the other one? Him's back up from the morning. Ion Q. Yeah, and then Rigetti. And then SPY coming down now. URTY. APLD. Applied Digital, 7% running. United Steel now popping. This one doesn't look like news. It just kind of woke up. Yeah, Euro close in the books, and yeah, let's get a push-up in, man. Woo! So, ladies, I might do a plank, bro. I've been trying to work on core. It's been very good. Quantum popping again. IOV, IQV. I don't know if that one's a quantum, but yeah, stand up, baby. Get the body moving. Been here for 2.5 hours, 4.5 hours left to go. You got the minutes. Sitting is the new smoking. Every day, every hour. Move around a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to do a plank, so you might not be able to hear me. But let me see if I can play something in the background.
Bubble. Response from President Trump this morning on Truth Social.
I'll give you propaganda TV.
Good profitability numbers, but more broadly, we're worrying about numbers. Let's move on, have a look at what's happening in the world of crypto right now, because Bitcoin actually up 1.4%, but remember, it has been hammered hard over the last few trading days. We're currently trading at more around sort of a $96,000 level, so well off of those highs, Jackie.
The crypto market's enthusiasm has skyrocketed since
Bro, look at the
President
bonds.
Trump's
Hold
re-election.
on, I'm trying to get this
Hopes
plank
of a more
in.
Crypto-friendly regime.
But yeah.
Bloomberg's Annabelle Drewler spoke
then
with
Boeing
Boeing
coming
CEO
back up.
Richard Teng, who says the U.S. has moved on from an oppressive crypto environment.
Under the Biden administration, Operation Choke Point was in progress, right? So there's a bit of oppression in the US, and US players, global crypto players are facing great uncertainty. And governments around the world are not really very supportive of crypto. I think we have a fresh reset and restart now. Since President Trump's election, actually we have gotten a lot of approaches by governments all around the world to say, hey, we want to look at this space now. By the virtual fact that US has appointed an AI and crypto czar, represents that these are the two most important industries to support all future sub-economies around the world. And we are seeing fresh optimism. Governments around the world are supporting it.
So you're talking directly with the SEC then about what the regulatory roadmap could look like? Or are you talking with the Trump administration directly?
Well, we give inputs to governments around the world. I think they value our inputs because we are the most regulated exchange by now globally. We are regulated in 21 different jurisdictions.
What does your input to the US government look like? What do you want to see there exactly?
Well, so on the US front, you see very thoughtful appointments, right, in terms of the different David Sachs as AI and crypto czar, the different appointments to the different agencies, regulatory agencies on that front.
Dude, look at NVIDIA staying way too pinned.
So it's
I
still
don't like this
but,
one.
you know, as
And Intel coming back down after the cream juice.
We're very happy to give
Starmore treading on toes of Judge, says former Attorney General.
What would bring you back into that market?
TXN on the high.
Well, I think for every country, they have their own concerns, their own interests to take care of. But we want to see a framework, regulatory framework, that is, on the one hand, managing the risk aspects of the industry. On the other hand, very supportive of innovation and growth aspects, right? If you just focus on the risk aspect of it, you're missing out on all the new innovation that's coming in through this space, right? And it's a very dynamic
I'm gonna go
space.
pee. Spy might break out.
Do you think that the US is going to take a more business-friendly approach, or do you think it's going to take an approach that's higher on consumer protection? Because I think you've kind of got to go down either VARA, for instance, in Dubai. That's one that's more business-friendly, for instance. Hong Kong, a bit more on the consumer side.
I think the US is going to come out. And this is only my speculation. Is it going to be a bespoke framework that really supports innovation, supports growth, but at the same time protect consumers? And all these different aspects are extremely important.
So if you get that kind of framework that's bespoke, is it enough to bring you into the US market?
Well, we always consider our global deployment, right? So we are holding a watching brief on the US. We need to see greater clarity coming out from the US, and we will consider our options at that point in time.
And what would that look like to you, for instance?
It's too early to speculate.
Richard Teng, CEO of Binance Holdings, speaking with Bloomberg's Annabelle Drowlers a little bit earlier. Look, let's talk about what is needed here from a regulatory perspective. Kristen Smith of the Blockchain Association. Look, we've had the promise of more crypto-friendly regulation, legislation, but it's slow to happen, of course, because Congress needs to weigh in. How are you marking us out of 10?
Well, I think we're on a 10 out of 10 right now. I think there is obviously a lot of work to do, and it takes a lot of time. I think we're looking at things in sort of two phases. You know, the first step is we need to undo the harm that happened in the last administration, and we've seen hints of this with the repeal of SAB 121. Congress is actually working on a really important bill right now, the Congressional Review Act, to undo a rulemaking that the IRS tried to apply to DeFi in the late hours. 75 companies wrote a letter on that this morning to Congress, and I think we're going to get a vote on it this week.
We'll get a vote on it this week. All right, not bad. Not bad. Takes us down before we do. Well, here's the thing. I mean, like I said, with like caution, the one thing I will tell you is that, and ask anybody who's been here, you know, there is been events like that August flash crash. You had to really react overnight because that was kind of odd. But most like real big downturns, you're going to get an opportunity to position. It's not as if it, again, I think today's philo in a weird way relates to it. I didn't intend for it to, but it's like, you know, you have an opportunity after the confirmation. I always used to say a phrase, it's better to be late than wrong. And especially if you guys are worried about a collapse and you know what I'm saying? You're like, oh my gosh, Trump's going to destroy everything or this or that. It just, you want to confirm it. And I'm telling you, with that, if you're actually correct and confirm it, who cares if you're a day late? You don't need a position earlier. Ask anybody. You position in advance with time, you'll probably be down by the time it happens. It's really scammy. Sprouts starting to pop a little bit. Up $1. We should watch the boat crash video. That's why I tell you, everything's it's like a boat crash. The economy, the stock market, it is very, very big, you know, and you'll get an opportunity. So that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know if you, just because I have a long term, I mean, I'm down with up or down, bro. I don't really mind any direction, but you know, the thing I hope I could help you guys do is save money and don't waste money on certain things. But if you are going to position, keep it small, and, you know, you play the tails, you know, the big move up, big move down, and that could protect you. But to a degree, you know, you wait. And like I said, some of the stuff you'd want to buy in fear, like gold and Bitcoin, they will literally go down in the event of real fear, and then they will go up. I mean, go look at any other past volatility event, and you will see that. Patience. Intel coming down. SPY 2 went a little higher. Microsoft chilling after that. We already had Intel, and the video will not move. Again, their earnings is next week. What was the other one? DNA, not DVI. That one sucked. PayPal, MQ. I thought materials were clapped, yeah. And then I still think healthcare is up there. The video you sent me, I didn't watch a video. I have no idea what you're talking about. So, no, I'm just going off of your question, sir. But, again, I've noticed it a lot lately. I'm saying, I have Chads who are hitting the moon on their long terms and even some trades, and they're loving it. And then there's another group of Chads that is like, the collapse is coming. You better buy puts right now. You're gonna miss it. Oh, you're gonna miss it. And I don't think any extreme. Just like politics, I think it's a bad mentality. I think you got to live in the contradiction of there being the potential for a collapse and the potential for a golden age. You got to find that cross, baby, and find a way to live in it and experience it. But, you know, again, you don't need to understand everything, but you do got to experience it. And like I'm saying, it's not just be diversified, have balance, but I wouldn't really go too far over any edge. I wouldn't be so enthusiastic you're oblivious, and I wouldn't be so bearish that, you know, you're willing to buy, you know, a lot of stuff and sell things, or maybe it justifies an idea to wait. But at the end of the day, yeah, I just, like I'm saying, you'll know it when you see it. I wouldn't really be set on either direction right now, and pay attention. Like I said, know where the exits are. And that's what you got to do. Be open. And then SPY's still working. Yeah, Editas still up. Healthcare. All day. I could get you guys at YPF. That's Argentina. I don't know if we're going to get anything. No glazing. Josh caught the first COVID drop early. I know. I got demonetized for it. So, and that was another moment. But even some of the, we got a lot of things. Even the banking stuff. Even we were a little late on it, but still were able to do something with it. And then it turned into wildness. But you're going to have your opportunities. I got the yen on the flash crash in August, but that one I think was very unique. And there was a lot going on with the positioning and the election and all of that. But yeah. Do you keep it cash and wait? I'll buy good quality names, but if I need cash, I'll build it up. So go to the last live watch list on the trading fraternity, and I talked about that. Red Cross calls for privacy, dignity ahead of Thursday's release of hostage bodies in Gaza. And then MO still climbing. There's Microsoft. SPY is up there. So there it is, new high. I missed out on maybe 100% now. Boo. But I'm glad I got out of the puts, so saved a little bit of money. Oh, yeah, you're right below 100%. I sold out right at break even. SMCI, it just depends on that audit, man, and what that 10K is, but they've been going up on good demand or good guidance. They've been saying that. Yeah, there it is, 100% on those fucking puts or calls. Little scammers. August was not. The DeepSeek one was not even like, I don't think it was as intense, but the August one, bro, you're like gapping up right now. Look at that. Oh my goodness. New all-time high, but like look at it gap. I don't know if I refresh it, but for now, you see how it's not even closed? Yeah, bro, you're actually really moving there. Even Microsoft now, Apple, you already had the details of what they were releasing. Mm-hmm. One minute gaps. Aggressive hymns at 71. That one's still going. Globe, they had earnings. TXN again, not really going that crazy. Palantir. Hi. New 52-week high. That's not all-time high. Am I tripping? No, it's all-time high on the SPY at least. I don't know if you count the pre-market ones, but no, I'm pretty sure that's all-time high. You are below the pre-market, but intraday, this is an intraday all-time high. The other ones were hit pre-market. Constellation now. Watch if those energy names move. And then Love, Delta, ALK. Yo, airlines. Again, we had that headline on the airlines benefiting, but they are starting to move up right now. Oh, the contracts are kind of shitty. Big spreads. Every airline just got a candle. Love, Delta, and then AAL, I believe. Yeah. AAL really moving. Contracts kind of suck on Delta. AAL is a little bit up there. I don't know. Again, it could be the emergency stuff they were talking about. And then SPY still ripping. Elon, no, it's the same Elon news. Yeah, UAL, AAL, Delta, they all made a move on that. I think there's going to be something, but it's still small enough to be a dud. One of the premiums went crazy. Some of the other options are getting eaten up. Yeah, just keep an eye on them. I'm going to grab a cheap one. IonQ again. Yeah, even Microsoft this time too. So I think that one was the bigger play. I wanted the IonQs, but I couldn't do it. Or the was it Qubit? Yeah, that one. All those are still going up again. Rigetti and all of that. And this time in tandem with Microsoft. Be on the lookout for airline news. Again, we did have that other one. Who was it? I forgot who the headline was about. It was, they said the emergency funding for all that other stuff. And then SPY just went crazy. So again, intraday high. SMCI again on a new high as well. You have Qubit in the long term. I hope it works out for you, and I hope you have other blue chips in there as well. Grrr. GRRRRRR. Yeah, HIMS, and then watch it, the bonds come back up. And then what time? It's only, yeah, we're just 15 minutes off Euro close. Still very early. R-Bot, is that another one? All right, I got out of my AAL play. It's not moving. The premiums went up, but that one, I don't know what's going on with airlines. I have old China plays, so I don't really have a need to get any more. Unity flushing. Yo, Unity 3% down. I don't have news. SMCI, Qubits, Quantum, and Microsoft all going. But yeah, check Unity. Starting to go down. SPY near the high. Once again, all those quantum plays are still working. NVIDIA coming down. Again, Tesla was the leader in the morning, and then healthcare still up. SMCI, there it is, 58 to 61 now. That's really waking up. So there it is. It's moving. That is your round two people wanted from the morning. Okta on the high, too. Why is it bad for the long term? I didn't say it was bad. I mean, like I said, I just hope you have other blue chips. Even if you got in cheap, I just hope you don't go overboard. You know, I bought Redfin at a low enough price. It worked, but if you bought Qubits instead of you have more Qubits than you have blue chips, I think that's not really a good idea. But as long as you balance it, I think you could find a way. But I'm sure you've never used it in your life. I don't think anybody has. But as long as you balance it out, you know, I did play like that with Redfin, but I know Redfin very well. But yeah, Microsoft. Oh, that's the same news. So Unity is getting clapped on the reiteration. Again, that was part of the quantum stuff that got Microsoft up there. Earnings. I mean, the play on SMCI has nothing to do with earnings. It has everything to do with that filing in a couple days. Should I be using the MGC? No, use the contract you're trading on because there might be backwardation or if anything moves around a lot. But generally, you could get an idea from it, but trade, monitor the contract you're trading. You could use the other one as a basic guide, but there will be a difference then depending on how wild the market gets. Editas keep going. Hey, man, I have no idea, but all of these gene editings are doing great. And a lot of healthcare. Again, watch the bonds, too. ALK now. That's another airline. So I got out of the plays. They're still up, though. But, again, they're all up. So the support and resistance on the contract itself. Yes, and, just use spot gold as the general, map. But, again, the contract you're trading should be the one you're monitoring because, again, depending on, I don't know if you're at the front month or 7 months, 10 months out, So there could be a bigger variation depending on, why and how gold is moving. Yeah, bro, airline still, I don't know. That one's interesting. So keep an eye out. And then NVIDIA is still kind of selling. Where's AMD? AMD too, they were holding up, and then SMCI, another high. Yeah, Trump did say Boeing was a lost cause. We missed that, but then kind of worked out. Besant to skip G20 finance minister meeting in South Africa. That was 3 minutes ago. Too late to play VIX. No, you could get a way better deal. People wanted the VIX this morning. You get a better deal on it now, but again, the VIX low-key kind of hasn't hit a new low in a long time. It's still staying low, but it won't go lower. Have I made a China play? So I answer that for you. I'll give you 30 minutes to go back on DVR and find the answer from the first time you asked it. So make sure you're up to speed. Thank you. Meta recovering. Ford on the high. SMCI again. And then MCHP, that one was moving all day. So was Analog. Redfin. Who's the other one? There was LRCX and AMAT. Oh, and then Intel. Intel is starting to get candles here. Yeah, today's been individually, we're getting a lot of moves here for 8:30. We've had a lot of different call-outs. I haven't seen your email yet, Connor. So all I did was, I saw the one last night that I emailed, but I haven't looked at my email this morning. But I don't know if you saw the one I emailed you. I thought that one was interesting. I think it looked very, very cool. Inherent value? Yeah, I mean, they got good contracts. The downside is if they were lying about everything. Thanks, Josh, and the Rio Chaz. Keeping my head in the game, baby, not in the size. And shout out the long term, baby. Amen. MO, is that real volume? I don't think so, but MO is starting to really go crazy. This might be, you're like 30 cents off the high of the year, and then we could get back to those crazy prices. But yeah. NVIDIA and SMCI talking tomorrow at 1 p.m. And then they have, what day is it now? Isn't the filing coming out in today? Or is it in a couple days? So yeah, it's already up 10. MO 25 million dark pool print. And then him 72. SMCI still, SPY still holding up. Again, bond staying chilled. NASDAQ might go green. SPY has already gone green. Dow is down a quarter. Russell has gotten back half of the losses from the morning. MO, real volume. So yeah, that was real volume. That was a block trade. Well, there you go. Yeah, Intel just started to wake up. It was doing good here after that little drop and then faded, but now bigger candles. I don't see anything. And then MSCI on fire. Let's see, where's Apple, Microsoft? They're chilling. Quantum's plays are still doing good too. No, MO's too expensive for Buffett. I think he would have bought it if it didn't go up from 39. Every other value play we've talked about, though, he got his hand in on it. So I don't think Buffett's really hard to track right now. Just go for good company, good value. That's it. Good company, very, very big low on the year. And then SPY breaking out again. So there's your velocity, my friends. Him, I think it's like round 10. That thing is insane. Off of buying somebody, too. Michael Burry, yeah, he bought Estee Lauder. The minutes are at 2. So we actually have them in what, like 2 hours? NVIDIA, earnings will be next week. It'll eventually make a move, but, wait till we get like a headline. And then again, lately, like the chip world has been all about Intel more than anything, but we'll find out sooner than later. And then SPY, watch out, might hit another one. Walmart has earnings tomorrow. So does Baba. So finalize all those plays if you really have any or have been thinking about it. I would start looking now. Tesla's starting to move up a little bit. Yeah, MO's kind of running up there. And CART all day. Some of you were talking about that earlier. Is Boeing a diamond? No, I don't like Boeing. If they didn't, like, crash, I'd be so down. Bro, do you know I made a Boeing joke? I was on a Boeing. I took a plane, even though a plane did crash the same day. But, bro, I made a Boeing joke to the flight attendant. And then after I said it, I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that. Because my bag, I had a bag under my seat, right? And I wasn't in the exit row. But she was like, does the bag, she's like, can you move it up? And I was like, she's like, just in case, because the exit row. And I was like, well, I flew here like this. And then I was like, you know what? It is a Boeing, so you're right. And then I handed her my bag. And then she like looked at me for like half a second. And then she like laughed a little bit, but then it did get a little bit awkward. But yeah, I did crack a Boeing joke after they told me to clear the exit row. Because I mean, I was like, you know, a couple years ago, I'd be like, you tripping, lady. But now I'm like, you know, you kind of have a point. And then a few hours later, a plane flipped over upon landing. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Target I would consider, yeah. That one, I would like it a lot lower, but they're not bad. IonQ, all of the damn quantum. MO getting big candles down now. But yeah, IonQ, that one broke out. So GG's on that. That news was early too. You guys got to react quick. Trump admin may use public health order to cut immigration. CNN. And then AAL. All those are still up. You guys said CNBC was talking. I do need a carbo.
Thousands of men are conducted in bird strike investigations.
That's Frontier.
And these are not high risk.
But yeah, CNN headlines on Donald. Public health order to cut immigration.
The reality is we spend a lot of time on processing.
LMT at the right price could be a diamond, yeah. RTX when it was at like 80 was a diamond, kind of. But you want a low price, not at the high price. It's a good company, though.
Actually make it safer with doing less work. And the same thing on the air traffic control.
Yeah, Trump expected to issue public health order to restrict immigration.
To control airspace.
All right, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go get me...
much safer than we're operating today. So I don't think just because you cut jobs is not going to translate to cutting safety. In fact, I think you could have the opportunity to improve safety by being more efficient and prioritizing what's important.
Yeah, I mean, you and I, we might be about the same age. I covered aviation in the late 90s at the Journal, and I remember back then doing stories about, they called it free flight, right? Ways in which to completely modernize and redo air traffic control in general is a big favorite among pilots. Why do you think it's taken so long?
I think, look, I don't want to get into all the bureaucracy and why it's taken so long, but it presents a huge opportunity, and you're right. Free flight and being cleared direct could save us, 15 to 20 minutes per flight. I mean, that is massive savings. I mean, it could improve profits for airlines. It could make it faster to get places for consumers. It's going to make it safer, as well as you're going to burn a lot less fuel. And overall, the reliability and the experience is going to be better because you're going to have less canceled flights because you remove some of that congestion. So I'm actually excited about what Duffy's been doing as the new secretary. I think he's got some really great ideas, and I'm excited to see what they come up with. And I think it's going to make us safer and be much more efficient.
Barry, if we can turn to your business, are you surprised that Spirit rejected the offer again, and what's next?
Well, I'm actually surprised, but I think there's always a difference in opinion and sophistication and expertise in where people view the situation. But I think if you look at the domestic backdrop,
you say plane crash in Arizona?
It's not been this bullish in years.
Teledoc dump.
Second half,
Check
this year,
Teladoc,
capacity
7%
for
down.
non-premium,
That has to be news.
Domestic seats is actually going to
Teladoc.
shrink year over year. And that's even before
Options
you talk
already
about
got
what's likely to
juiced
happen,
unless you get a cheap
over on
one.
the Spirit side, where they're likely to shrink in order to get their numbers addressed.
Fascinating stuff. Barry Biffle, unfortunately, we are out of time. There's much more that we could have chatted with you with, so please make sure to come back. Carl, looks like sitting here at the highs of the session almost.
I got one for
this
$5
would be
bucks.
This would be an all-time closing high.
But yeah, I don't know what it is. I got a 1 penny option.
61.33. VIX remains pretty subdued, below 16. We got some earnings to work through the rest of the week.
Yeah, it's going to be a busy week, of course. Look forward to Walmart tomorrow morning, dark and early.
Let's get to the judge back at Post 9.
All right, Carl, thanks so much. Welcome to the Halftime Report. I'm Scott Wapner, front and center this hour. The rally's momentum, whether it is.
Oh, wait, I think I only got one.
We'll discuss.
I literally only spent $1.
Committee. Joining me for the hour today, Carrie Firestone, Jason Snipes, Steve
only
Weiss,
gave me
Joe
one.
Terranova on his way here. He will.
So there, I spent
join us
$1.
momentarily. We'll check the markets. Carl told you, new closing high.
How do you know? You won't know what I'm
So
playing.
we
I don't want to
started
tell you
pretty
guys
uneven,
anymore.
Today, Carrie, but we.
So again, I was trying to like work it in, do it naturally, and then I gave you guys a nice serious rant on how to take advantage of it. And then the next play that I told everybody that I did, someone's like, "I'm not even get to the long term." So then I said, "Okay, I'm never telling you guys again." So you could get the stream alerts if you want a general idea, but I want you to focus on the long term, and I could make you a lot of money there. But other than that, you should. I'm assuming you watched all the videos and you are trained on our option strategy and are using small amounts. But I don't want to be responsible because again, you guys are even doing. I'm doing 10. I'm literally just made a $1 play. Some of you will throw down thousands of dollars on it, and I don't want to encourage that. So hopefully you could use the info. I mean, it's the same info I'm reacting to in real time. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you. Second or third time buying stream alerts and not getting any. So, I mean, respectfully, why do you keep signing up then? But you could email where you signed up from, and I mean, they should get it fixed. But if it didn't work, like it never worked for you, I don't know. Maybe you might be out of the service area or something usually. KGUN reported small plane crash in regional airport in Arizona. Yeah, bonds down, SPY up, Teladoc. All right, well, I think I'm going to lose $1. Technically not. Yeah, I'm going to get my money back if I sell it. So, yeah, I got my $1 back. Pending? What do you mean pending? Oh, I put it at 2 cents. Yeah, let me get my $1 back. Oh, never mind. I don't get my $1 back. All right, well, I lost my $1. It used to work. If it worked before, you'll be good, but I don't know. But that's usually the problem, like signing up and back and forth, because once you opt out, it kind of fucks shit up with your phone. So you could contact through it. Otherwise, maybe it just may not be the service for you. Call-in senator is warning the Trump team on spending cuts. Ay. SPY's still running. There it is. Well, that's good. At least I saved a little on the puts, but damn. Check out the one. It was 7%. It could have been a liquidity grab, but I didn't take the close to the. Like I said, I went for the 1 cent option just because the other ones were already they already moved a lot. Trump admin to pull congestion pricing. Check Uber. Who else is there? Who else would move on that? Trump to terminate New York City congestion pricing. I feel like Uber and them would work, or maybe travel names. I mean, Expedia moved off of that. Yeah, I don't know. None of them are moving, but that's coming out now. New York Post. And then Susan Collins fires new warning shot at Trump on spending. I mean, maybe Lyft, but if Uber didn't move, I don't know why Lyft would. Yeah, Expedia popped off that. Check the hotels. But Expedia is the only one. I don't know. That's kind of decent news. But yeah, I thought Uber benefited. I thought Uber would be closely related, but it's not moving. Maybe we're just mad early. So watch out. Iran's Khamenei Qatar should release frozen Iranian oil funds. And GRRR. Keep Uber on watch based on that headline, but not seeing a reaction. Microsoft and Apple coming up now. Yeah, dollar's been up a lot today. I'm surprised. Again, like I said yesterday on the watch list, add it to one of the reasons why you got to keep your head on a swivel. I mean, you literally just have, even the bonds are diverging as market hits a high. Dollar is still climbing. So there's a lot of different things going. TEM again on the high as well. So that made its first move after not being up 15%. CRTO, big ad company. Yeah, 5% pop. You might be onto something. Yo, CRTO, good call. I don't have a headline, but 5% in one candle. Looks mad illiquid, so be cautious. I'm checking news, not options, so go to the options if you want them, but that's 4% in one candle. I do not see anything. Yeah, options are kind of whack on that. But keep it on watch. 4%. HI. Did the airlines go? No, they chilled out. Netflix starting to wake up here. And then SPY still holding up good. QQQ on the high. So NASDAQ back to green. Russell and Dow. Dow and Russell actually matched up a little more. Remember, Russell was the worst on the day. But, yeah, they're starting to go up. Apple might go towards the highs. Microsoft coming near the highs. And then NVIDIA just holding right there. CRTO hearing mentioned on M&A blog. So that's your 5%. So there you go. We're getting a little follow-up on that CRTO. There's not really good options. Oh, there was one option. I just saw Chad take it for 30 cents. Good work. Yeah, that was it. There was only one option that was vulnerable. Chad took it. It has 140 on the ask now. Good shit. Crocs is on the high too, but I don't know. If it's opinion merger article, you'll get fucked. But other than that, you might get some activity. Crocs is on the high, but CRTO, rumor blog talking about M&A, 5% in one candle. No more snakes available. How do I find these options? I have videos. Go look at frogging, how to beat the market maker. Go to the trading fraternity. Well over 1,600 videos to teach you everything. But also, just like that, I see the news. Chad called it out. Like I said, I went to the news. I said, look at the chain. And then another Chad, Ignas, got the confirmation. And then I went to the option chain. And then I just go through the chain to see relative pricing with how they move. So I call them out. That's what I'm saying. Like, some of you want my plays, but if you are listening, I am literally saying all of the information out loud. So I'm communicating what options, I'm telling you the value. So that way it should be able to help you assist in your own decision. But if you wait for mine, you're probably going to be too late. Yeah, IWM is a little worse, but again, NASDAQ good, SPY chilling up here. There's Teladoc now. Again, see, that one was a movement. We got clapped on it. My delay on stream should be less than a second. I think if you go on the video and then you click stats for nerds, it should tell you the late. Yeah, it says 0 seconds, but I'm paused. Maybe that's why. So let's see. Live. 1.75 seconds. So yeah, sometimes I'm even faster, but like literally, or 1 second now. Yeah, 1 second delay. But even then, I can execute a trade in that 1 second. I really, really can. I've timed myself. I could do it in half a second if I really wanted to. Argen, GRR, again, Teladoc now from low to pop. Teledoc chain. I wish I grabbed a call instead. But I'm glad. Only lost $1, like literally $1. Micron selling off and Howard Hughes on the lows. That was our exciting one for yesterday. Schwab has drip, but you can't drip ADRs. Foreign companies, they don't let you. Thermo Fisher, that's another healthcare. Russia, Syzran refinery suspended ops after drone attack. Oh, I'm sorry. Ron Khamenei tells Qatar to ignore U.S. pressure concerning oil funds. Covering the dollar. Tim Whitman does it again. I saw Tim, you were even giving lending tips, man. You were helping him out on his fund, bro. What's going on? What's going on? How is HHH lower? Because I think the details, people thought it would have been more aggressive, but it's still kind of factoring a low likelihood of it actually working. Again, if you don't believe it or not, Bill Ackman has been about Howard Hughes for like 10 years. Maybe 8 years. I remember Howard Hughes and Bill Ackman from a long time ago. Believe it or not. Where is Intel? 90% are in the green? I hope. Satya Nadella, after 20 years, we created an entirely new state of matter, unlocked by a new class of materials, top conductors, that enable a fundamental leap in computing. Is that a headline from the quantum thing? A short report on Teledoc? Is that why it went down and then ripped? That's why we caught the 7%. I got a 1% thing, and then it just went straight up. I think they just got squeezed. Ackman bought Nike. He bought a lot of things. Didn't he buy Starbucks? He was throwing $1 billion at everything. MTN. What's going on? They're flushing here. They're down $1. Again, maybe this is related to the congestion stuff. SPY coming down too. 12.12. And then UAL ripping. So another airline pop. See what happens. Yeah, they're all coming up. There was that transport emergency spending thing, but other than that, I don't see anything. Yeah, bro. Bill Ackman been he would throw a Billy at Nike. He threw a Billy at Howard Hughes. I think he threw another Billy at another. Was it Starbucks? He just literally been throwing a Billy at everything. Yeah, Uber. This guy, man. That was the other one, Uber. All right. So down a little bit from the high. I mean, that guy, all the early calls, you saved on the puts. The calls hit. I was a B word, and I only got break even, but that was your little move there for the more. I mean, it's only been 2 hours. A little longer. I mean, 15 minutes till the next top of the hour or the halfway. Deer still again. That's 52-week high. Bonds right at break even. Okay. Pfizer. Tesla did come back up from that other one. Let's see. Apple, Mike. Why is NetEase on the high? See if China names start moving up. That's kind of odd. They haven't really done much. There is a 20-year bond auction, I believe. It's going to be right around philo time. Garmin still going. You guys called that one out earlier. Microsoft, Apple, Soft, huh? Not bad. Vance punching Zelensky in the face? Oh, no. I mean, Trump already made comments earlier on Zelensky. All right. I think we might chill. Bro, there's been a lot of like weird individual moves. Kind of exciting, but I don't know if it's going to chill out now. All these other ones are up. First 5 going up. Again, ANET with the earnings. And then SMCI, once again, there's your next high. It's around 4. And then SPY coming down a little bit. Ex-Intel executives raised $21 million for Risk V chip startup. Yeah, SMCI, bro, ripping on the high ticker. SPY's coming down, but they're in their own little world. All right. So that gave up that other premium pop there on the calls. So be on the what's AOS? It's up 2.8. Yeah, VKTX, that has 400 highs, up 12%. Again, a lot of biotech, healthcare, gene editing, they're all doing very good today. Last couple days, I wish we held some of those Labus. And yeah, SMCI, again, they're going to have an event or a talk with NVIDIA CEO tomorrow. And then I do think we are waiting for that audited financial statement, unless it comes out today. How'd they get time? They just kept delaying it. It's not like they ran out of time. They just kept extending it, kind of like a court case, you know, like a parking ticket. And then they just kept pushing it back and back and back till it worked. 1 killed in Ukrainian drone attack on Russia's Belgorod region. Why they do this, man? Why they do this? Yeah, they just keep punting it pretty much. Micron's still selling. I feel like that's been kind of all day. I mean, it's only 2.6, but I've seen it a lot on the low ticker. And then SMCR. This peace ain't peaceful. Well, I don't know if you guys are aware of what's happened. It seemed like good news over the weekend. They literally had this meeting in Saudi Arabia. They met with Russia, the United States, and it seemed like, Scott Bessent went to Ukraine and talked to Zelensky, and even Zelensky was down. And then all of a sudden, I think somebody just told Zelensky, like, yo, man, don't give in. Because right after that, Zelensky and France were like, no, we're not going to accept anything with us. We have to be there. You're not representing us. And then they started drone attacking energy and nuclear facilities in Russia. That's factual. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you have to think about it. They had this meeting, good talks in Saudi Arabia, and you're taking a step towards peace. And then Ukraine drops a drone on Russian energy and nuclear facilities and starts this attack. And that's why Russia hit them back yesterday. And then all of a sudden, you're like, wait a minute, I thought we just had a meeting. It's because it seemed like it was going good. Zelensky pushed back verbally, and then there was an attack, and then Russia now attacked again. And now it's kind of like, wait a minute, it's very odd. He wasn't like fully down with Trump, but Zelensky was like, I'll work with whoever. And I'm telling you, bro, last week, Zelensky talked with Bessent. Zelensky was like, he seemed like he was about like, yeah, okay, let's go minerals. I got you. Fine. Like, again, even if it seemed like they were working out some of the land concessions. But yeah, I think France told him not to give in too easy, and then that's it. After Macron made comments, they just started clapping. But then again, it just kind of started this little mini escalation as we were getting closer to peace. But then again, I mean, I understand why Zelensky might feel that way. Because again, you know, you go to Saudi Arabia, everybody's meeting except you. Even though he was supposed to come, I think he kind of just took it a little personally. And then again, all it takes is a couple of Europeans to be like, don't do that. What are you talking about? They don't respect you. And then now it's like well, Trump is being aggressive. I mean, Trump was being nice to him at first, and it seemed like he was playing ball. And then that's it. And then all of a sudden, he did. He canceled the meeting. He was supposed to be there, then he canceled it, and then they started attacking Russia, and then Russia attacks them back. But at the end of the day, I mean, there's a lot of things that you could agree and disagree on, but I do think they need an election. I don't know. That is kind of odd, which that's why I think Donald Trump is, pressing on it now, because it's like, okay, bro, if you don't want peace and you're not trying to do all of this and you really want to keep fighting and it literally doesn't really make sense, but if you really want to do all that, then yeah, you should do that. Disinformation, he wasn't invited. No, he was invited. He was not invited to the same day, but he was supposed to go to Saudi Arabia. He just did not. Again, I think that Americans met with Russians first, and I don't think he liked that, let alone France or anybody else. And then it sounded like they were getting an agreement, and he wasn't there to talk about it. And then he said, I'm not coming. And then he canceled his scheduled trip to Saudi Arabia. So Zelensky was supposed to go to Saudi Arabia. That was on a schedule, and he canceled it. Do you think Russia needs an election? That's a foolish question, brother. I get what you're trying to say, but they already had an election, and for decades we've doubted the legitimacy of Russian elections, and I doubt them too. But I'm just saying, the country parading around as democracy, give us your money, we want to fight, we don't want peace, mother effer, it's martial law, and they haven't had a real election in almost half a decade now. So, yeah, that's the issue. It's not about the legitimacy or not of Russia as much as it is, again, we are supposed to support democracy, no? That does not sound democratic to me. You don't have elections during time of war. Yeah, but now if you have a exit ramp to end the war or to drastically stop it, and the guy who is not up for re-election is fighting against that, what conclusions would a reasonable person start to draw? Do you see what I'm saying? So yeah, you're right. In the time of war, there isn't elections in extreme cases. And now homeboy does not want to end the war, and that means there's no election either. So you got to really kind of look at it. And then not to mention just more, this is a long conflict. You guys know that. At this point, this is becoming, generally for a conflict that still has drones being dropped, this has been a quite some time. Wisconsin governor puts marijuana legalization on budget request with provisions to regulate hemp-derived THC. No movement yet, but you might get a delayed reaction. Oh. Yeah, UNH headline. Buyouts and layoffs. Again, Bill Ackman shorted him too the other day. The state headlines don't move MSOS. MSOS has been rough, man. It has been rough. And then SPY, bro, ever since that little sell-off there, coming down, even Microsoft, the big tech, take note, the low ticker, kind of active here. So ever since Euro close, I mean, you went up a little bit, and then 30 minutes later, we are selling off. SMCI again, 62.59. So, yeah, that's breaking out. That's like 5-6 times it's done this. So, see what the SPY does. We broke an intraday all-time high. Yeah, you were higher pre-market on Monday, but like opening this today was the intraday all-time high, which was decent. That's why he backed out. I'm assuming so. And then make sure you're on live. You might be on DVR. But either way, we're going to see what happens, but there is a little drama. I'm just saying the Ukraine piece looked a lot better last week. If you don't get it, then you haven't been paying attention on it. And I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying in general for some of you. This is what I showed on the watch list yesterday, bro. The sovereign bond in Ukraine was catching a bid. People were feeling really good, bro. I'm telling you. I don't know. I really think Macron and somebody in Europe, that's why they said they'll give him $6 billion. They were like, don't do it. And because I'm telling you, bro, he was talking nice to Trump. Everything was working very good last week. When I told you guys about the early rumor and we saw it start from like the beginning of last week, even right before that, it was looking very good. And then this is just weird. Like, why would they back out, bomb Russia, and then Russia's hitting it again? It just like, it was we should have been a lot closer to that piece, but unfortunately, it did kind of like the floor just fell through a little bit, but we'll find. And now Donald Trump is being like aggressive with Zelensky. Donald Trump was very nice to Zelensky in the beginning, and everybody was. They were, again, it seemed like he was ready to work, but now he's just like, you're a dictator. How come you don't have an election? Where did all the money go? Exactly. I know. Yeah, buy the bonds. If there's peace in Ukraine, those bonds are going to rip. Just like they have in the past. How does Europe benefit if the war stops? They get cheap energy, but it might get replaced. Again, or everybody works together and then cuts out Europe. And then Europe is also promulgating the idea that they will have to spend more on defense because if you let Russia get away with it, now the whole Eurozone is at risk of military conflict. I don't know how much of that I agree with, but that is a general idea that goes along with Europe and this war stuff. But at the end of the day, that's the other thing. I think the losing side is that if you end this and then everybody starts aligning and making their own little deals, it'll kind of push Europe out. And then they have to kind of, again, spend more on defense and other things, and it might not help them out as much. Yeah, UNH News on CNBC. And then push-ups, you guys down or what? From France and Germany. It could be, but Germany, they got a big election this weekend, so keep that in mind. But I think it's France. I think it's Macron. And then they offered him $6 billion. So again, they're putting together a new package for Ukraine of $6 billion if they kind of hold out. So that's the interesting part. But yeah, you guys ready to do a push-up or what?
In the recent rebound.
Nice. NVR. All right, man. Stand up. Chest to the sun. Flex the core. Tuck the hips in.
Stocks these days.
So the home builders over the last 18 months, the correlation has really been, number one, you had the earnings acceleration, you had the revenue growth acceleration, and that was despite what was beginning to build, which was the incentives. And if you were fundamentally analyzing the home builders, you were seeing those incentives and saying, okay, we're going to see a deterioration in that
Harris
revenue
allegedly
growth and that
partners with CAA to work with Harris on her post-White House initiatives.
That kept the home
Damn.
builders elevated last summer.
Kamala Harris signing to the CAA. They are actors, right?
Below 4%.
That's amazing.
3.59 the day before.
Now LeBron and Kamala on the same team.
Well, guess what? Look at the charts. that's the actual top in all of these names that we're talking about, like Lennar, like D.R. Horton, like Pulte, and like NVR. So where do you go from here? I don't think they're going to step back on the incentives. I don't see a fundamental improvement there. I think it really has to come in the form of a critical reversal in where the 10-year is. I think you need 50 to 75 basis points lower to say, okay, you can restart the positive momentum.
Let's talk about CarMax, Kerry. Oppenheimer took it off its top ideas list. We can look
Say
at
thank you, man.
Stock.
I hope you get a long term, bro.
What's your take on
I
this?
see. You know, make sure though too. The trading's
stock
great,
has
but
had a
you
rough
got to
time
walk
over the
away
last
with the
couple
long term.
Years, and
It's
if you look at the chart,
fire.
it's really been up and down and up and down. The last quarter for CarMax was the first time where sales really started to pick up. They've invested a lot in their online platform, which is the best in the industry, and we really think we're starting to see some momentum that we're going to build on in the current quarter and over the next few. So we like the way the stock's acting today.
You don't regret buying it?
Well, we wish we hadn't owned it for the period when it's underperformed, for sure. But now we think it's an attractive name. Yes.
So the worst is behind it?
Correct.
Okay. Visa, top pick at Morgan Stanley. That's a record high today. You want to talk about that one? You own that one?
Yeah. Well, Visa just keeps hitting new highs. And it's been in the right place for these past, 10 years. We've owned it most of our history at Aureus. It's 20 years of Visa, and the stock's not even 20 years old. But it has taken over a greater share because more and more purchasing goes on cards, and they're the best technology company in the business, and they will continue to maintain
U.S.
that
DOT
dominance,
confirms
which
termination of
grows
New York
as spending
pricing.
grows. And look, we're not going to have any pennies soon. People
I don't know if the
are gonna use
Apple
credit
event
cards
began, but we got the
Capital
details
One,
already.
Speaking of upgraded at B of A, that's to buy from neutral. The target goes to 235, Joe. There you go. 206 is where it is now. They had 207, so they had to bump it up if they're still bullish, which they are as they upgrade it.
Shareholders approve the merger between Capital One and Discover. This creates the largest credit card company in the United States. This benefits Capital One. They could focus on debit and credit. The street's rewarding it. Capital One's balance sheet is in a strong position. I think both of those names work well until the merger is complete.
All right, let's get the headlines now with Silvana now. Hi, Silvana.
Hey, Scott. Good afternoon. The United States has declared the Sinaloa cartel, Tren de Aragua, and other drug cartels as global terrorist organizations. According to a notice issued today by Secretary of State Marco Rubio, the groups are a risk to U.S. national security, foreign policy, and economic interests. The move comes as President Trump has ramped up immigration enforcement against alleged gang members in the country. The U.S. aviation sector is calling on Congress to disperse emergency funding for air traffic control technology and staffing following a series of crashes that has raised questions about air safety. In a letter to Congress today, the sector's industry groups wrote that the FAA needed new technology and about 3,500 additional air traffic controllers. And the top U.S. prosecutor in Washington has launched an investigation into threats against workers at the Department of Government Efficiency and has named Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer as a target of the probe. In an email seen by Reuters, interim U.S. Attorney Ed Martin said the probe was inspired by a phone call with a DOJ staffer that Senator Schumer has yet to respond. Scott, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Silvana, thank you very much
Thank
for
you,
that,
Silvana.
Now, coming up, looking for growth outside the U.S., where you can find the best opportunities right now. Big story. A lot of people are talking about that, including Bob Pisani today in ETF Ed.
Thank you. All right. Editas, new high. I'll take it. Yeah, bro. I don't know why it's up 35, but not bad. Not bad at all. ISSC. Again, in innovative solutions, very low liquidity, just popping now. But be careful. GM on the low as well. And TMC. Oh, wait, where's Toyota? Yeah, man. And then I think healthcare is the number one today. But for the most part, it's chilling. KLG, Kellogg's. Again, wasn't there just earnings? And then in the morning, it was 50-50. Right now, as we're hitting hour number 3, Dow Jones 17 names in the green, 13 in the red. NASDAQ 100, 51 green, 50 in the red. 50-50, literally. And then SPY 225 green. More names are in the red now. So SPY was green not too long ago. Just flipped back to red. And then now NASDAQ 50-50, that's red. Russell and Dow, they are the worst on the day. And the dollar's up. And bonds now back to negative after whatever we went through. CVS on the high. CVS candles, check news. CVS in play. Oh, the options are kind of up there, so be careful. Did I get any? I don't know. Yeah, I got some 1 cent ones. But yeah, that's only up 1.6 though. Don't get too jumpy. Keep it very, very small. Otherwise, the spreads are too wild. But CVS on watch. See for now. Check if there's any other pharma plays moving with it. Insider buy. Okay, I'm already up 100%. Okay, I've made my play free. So, again, yeah, it was a 1 cent option, so that's it. But there you go. I got 10 of them for free. Why not? Would you pay more for the same house if it had new solar? I mean, I would try not to. Oh, shit. Now it's up 400%. All right. Well, there you have it. I think it's just insider buy, nothing crazy. It may top out there, so be careful. And then RELX, Colm on the high. So, yeah, see if any... Again, healthcare has been good today, too. I haven't looked at Bitcoin yet. So, we'll see. Honestly, I'm just going to sell all of them. All right, I sold all of them, 400%. I'm down. That'll pay for my other loss. I like solar. If it's already paid for, you're good to go. So, yeah, 400% on the bid. But I like solar a lot, but it's not like that wouldn't be my final decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not going to be the set-all, be-all when it comes to a house. You know, that's part of it. But it's not going to be the actual answer. So that's kind of the thing you got to think about. UAL again and AAL. So again, all of those airlines. And then CVS, I sold out pretty good, but they might still go up. It hasn't gone out yet.
Emerging markets are
give me a
countries
second.
Just coming out of autocracies. Sometimes, investors want that growth from the emerging market space, but don't want to be funding the things that go on in some of these countries. So we try to make it easier for investors, a safer way to invest in emerging markets by freedom weighting instead of market capitalization weighting. So instead of having a large weight to countries like China,
Okay, my bad. My girl just called me. I thought it was an emergency. I was like, there's news, baby. Calm down. And then bonds coming in. Oh, no, it's not the auction yet. 09? Oh, yeah. Either way, I'm happy with that. That would have played for some of the other ones. Bro, I've got some good snakes today. I don't know. I'm mad I sold out of that call, but I'm not too disappointed. So there's been a lot of intraday news here. Treasury Secretary Bessent to skip G20. We had that one in the morning. Yeah, Mahoney buys $2 million of shares on CVS. That's the news on CVS. It's a snake. Now it's up 600%, 800%. Jeez. Yalla. And then SMCI again, too. Did she say freedom weighted? I did not hear that. I like that. Freedom weighted ETF. ALK, another airline. Again, UAL is doing the best there. That one still keeps hitting highs. And then GE, that one's starting to move a little bit too. Yeah, GE going barely red to barely green. Editas still going up as well too. So 241 now, up almost 40%. MSTR said to seek below range conversion premium on notes. Bloomberg. I don't know if that's good or bad for Bitcoin. I have no idea what that man is doing. The oil near the low. Bitcoin not moving off of it. SMCI again. I feel like you're going to hear this a lot today. I take it off and I put it on when it hits another high, and then it keeps hitting highs. Sega. You guys remember this? Isn't this monkeypox? That's up now. Again, all these random ass biotechs are going up. Boeing is higher than the news of Donald Trump talking smack on them. And then again, you just got an MSTR headline. Intel still down. Nvidia's curling up, and then TXN, that keeps hitting highs very gradually. Where's the other one? There was Teladoc. There was DNA. Yeah, DNA sucked. Rigetti, decent. IonQ, what was the other one? Qubit? These are all the other ones from today. SMCI 63.55. And signed up stream alerts, not receiving them yet. Email, that is the plan, brother. That is the plan. Microsoft, and that's it. We're going to chill for a little bit, I feel like. That was again, a lot of individual news here to start off the AM. And then we had that hit the new intraday high, then come back down. But VKTX, a lot of biotechs, a lot of healthcare. The banks were kind of weird. Take a look. Remember that USB in the city and then XLF? Yeah, so it might get a little quiet here, but there's a couple of things. Is MSTR popping now? A little bit. It's trying to. Again, you just had a headline there with something on the bonds and convertibility with and there's NVIDIA. I was telling you that thing was curling up. Now you're starting to move. So watch if that takes a SPY with it. NASDAQ is about to go green. About leaps on Ford. They already reported and the earnings was not good. So that play is still going to be like 3 months out. But I don't, it's not like I don't like the idea. I think you might be early. But I don't know. Keep looking into it. And then there's NVIDIA. There he is. And then now this SPY a little bit more. NNE. Nuclear was down earlier. So hold on. Very weird. Some nuclear's up, some nuclear's down. Energy was good in the morning, and then Constellation trying to come back up. I like DraftKings. I just don't like it at this price. I'm up on it in the long term, but this could be a higher price rather than a lower price for the stock. So I love them. I think they're great. I think it's terrible how much of society has normalized gambling, but I'm going to make money off of it. But I'm going to tell you guys not to gamble. But I wouldn't buy it here, to be honest. I like it at lower prices. You know, whenever we get a big growth sell-off, DraftKings could be the one you like. But that was it. Yeah, the KKR water company, was it like Thames? That was like a couple hours ago. Where is the long term? From the long term to the trade war to the options filled with bream. Sorry. Hilton on the high. My email is tradingfraternity@gmail.com. Oh, long term's down today, probably because Meta. Oh, and Airbnb, Meta and Intel. But we are down today. Still great, though. Long term has been loving life. Oh, yeah, bro. We're about to break the damn FDIC limit. Like I said, I love to keep it here, but and I will for a little bit, but definitely should get a house. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Yeah, watch the video still at the high OLED. All the travel plays are going up now. I don't know. Slightly. It's very subtle, but they are moving. BA is the strongest stock in the stock market. Changed my mind. Well, listen, you might be right about that. But let's just say they could always come down. That's it. They may be strong, but I've definitely seen them come down. And they come down hard. I'm not talking about the stock. Not talking about the stock. I know. It's terrible. Terrible. Renault proposal, French state. Deroux, Constance Machin Deroux, director replacing Thomas Krug. He doesn't want to sell. You never know. Be up to date with him. That was dark. It was dark, but I'm not the one who made the planes, took money from the government, ignored safety standards, and then kept repeating the same violations and then spent billions of dollars to cover it up as families were losing their loved ones. You know, my joke was dark, but I would argue that is a little darker. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Definitely. Bro, they try to blame the pilots because they didn't know English. That's dark, bro. You know that? After the first Boeing crash that was a result of their error, they contacted the airlines and were like, yo, it's your dumb pilots. They don't know the language. That's what they tried to do to get out of it. Yeah, I know. I know. SMCI again. Good morning. Kava on the low. We were just talking about them. Remember, stores. What happened to Kava, though? I know it's still up, but I feel like y'all were talking way more Kava earlier. You know what I'm saying? I hope it doesn't become Celsius. But Celsius is up today. Dude, SMCI, bigger candles. I'm just cycling through real quick. I'll bring it back up there. That one just keeps going, man. They whack the whistleblowers? No, don't say that, man. Everybody dies of natural causes when you complain about something really corrupt. That was just totally normal. Even though it happened to 5 different people or something like that, that's totally natural. I wouldn't go to that far of an extreme. Yeah, day before the hearing, maybe he was just nervous. Like, you know, cortisol. Should Tesla Powerwalls add much to the house sale price? Yeah, but not much. Are you the same one who asked me about the solar? Are you getting sold by an agent? Is an agent telling you all this shit? Because, again, the solar stuff is like an added benefit, but it's not like the deal breaker. Does that make sense? So, like, if I was looking at a property, solar panels paid off, the power wall or whatever, you know, is like, oh, that wasn't you? Okay, good. Because I'm like, bro, you're getting sold by somebody right now. If they're really trying to be like, nah, man, the solar fucking panel is why you should buy this house. Like, no, that sounds like a very, like, if you were a little more democratic, like liberal-wise, I think you'd do it. But that's not the selling point of your biggest investment, I promise you. It adds to it. All it does is add or make it harder to get the property. But I wouldn't view it as like a number one priority in terms of valuing. But it's good. I'm telling you. Dell's going up now too. And then McKesson. But if you could get a if you can get a house on the secondary, like you're buying it from somebody and it comes with paid off solar, I think that's the best deal. Dell is popping. Fed Bostic's going to be on Yahoo Finance. Take a look. Big volume. It's kind of going slower. It doesn't look like a crazy news play, but you never know. Oh, wait, they're popping. Oh, hold on. Oh, they're already making it move. Fuck. Oh, no, I FOMO'd it. I was supposed to get it at fucking 6 cents. Boom. No, I FOMO'd that one. I think they juiced it a little too much. You might get lucky, but I don't like that one. LSCC going up again. Well, yeah, I killed it on the pop on Friday, bro. Yeah, that was right when we turned it off and I saw it. Hey, that's why I'm jumpy, but be careful on that one. There was a second. I think my window closed in as I hit it. But again, the way they juice those up, though, something. Maybe everyone's getting excited with NVIDIA. That volume's still going. You have all these chips going up. So I don't like that play. I'm going to get out of it quick. It's still holding, but I don't trust it. Oh, come on. NVIDIA's still going, too. And SPY's back to green. I look at all of them. I go to, depending on the news and the movement, I'm looking at the short terms. And then I'm looking through, because sometimes you can get a good delay. It just depends on the type of headline, why it's moving. In this case, I caught the movement. I don't have a headline. Now, Ignas is following it up with some info, but like I said, I could monitor the premium pretty good in real time. That's why I'm saying I just said that. That one, it was cheap. I saw the play, and then it moved up. My order hit a little later. That's why, again, you got to keep them small. But I did go to the short terms. But depending on the type of news, it all depends on what you're trying to go for. Either quick flip, how you plan on hitting it. ALGT, a liquid. Again, another travel play, though. I don't know if that'll have legs. Yeah, it's already coming down. Like I said, I was going to sell those. I might take $5 loss. Maybe on the next pop. But yeah, that Dell is shit. They're supposed to be at 6 cents. SMCI and the SPY. GEV on the high, and then SPY's going back up there, so see if we get another one. GEV kind of moving. It's a bigger name, GE Vernova. Remember, GE was up earlier, so that's the other part of the company. Can we pump Intel again? No, because I'm not good at the pumping. Like, you guys don't notice? Like, if I buy AMC at $2, it's not cool. Oh, it goes to 20, and then everybody on Twitter and then the weird NFTs are like, go buy it. Everyone loves it, right? I buy Intel in December at 19. I'm a fucking idiot. Now at $27, they're like, get it in the long term, Josh. This is it. It's going to be big. So I'm just not, good at it, man. I don't know how to describe it. It's not cool when I do it. So one of you has to do it. I think y'all got more respect in these streets. But that's it. I just do my long term. And then, yeah, man, it's not. That's it. I could just give you info, bro. NVIDIA's breaking out again. And then there's Win and Labu, more Biotech. SPY's about to go up, too. Abivai's part of that upscale there. Bot clapped you? Yeah, man. It happens. That's funny? That's funny? It's true. That's it. That's why we have a real cult. The ones of you who have seen stuff with me and have really rode with me, that's it. You understand it. You know the game. You know the long term. You know how to use it to your advantage. You get it, but that's it. I buy Meta at 90. I'm a fucking idiot. It only becomes cool at $700. And then that's it. But I'm glad some of you get it, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I told you hymns. I faded hymns from the day one, so you guys could blame me for that. But I still think it's dog shit. But I told you I hated hymns from. But then I said it though. I learned. You guys don't remember me telling you? I think it was at like $12. And I was like, yo, like straight up, I was like, just because I hate it so much, it's probably gonna rally. But yeah, that one I fucking hate. But it did do good for now. I too want to be an idiot. Show me the way. What do you mean? I don't want you to be an idiot. I want some of y'all to be the best you could absolutely be. And I'm very excited, man, because I'm really, and I don't mean this as negative if you think I'm not talking about you, but, this is me just hyping up my boys because I am very impressed with a lot of you. And those that are actually making the most of the info, getting the long-term, controlling your budget, buying houses, expanding, growing yourself, bro. You're going to buy me a house one day, and I think some of you will make a very positive impact on this world. So I'm very impressed too. So that above all else, that's what we want, man. I don't know. Don't let the Yash or, I will be very straightforward with you, but remember, I don't really, again, unless you're paying to listen to the Bible, or now I got some ads, it's like, bro, I'm not really benefiting or losing by keeping it real and being honest with a lot of you. So I hope you could maximize it. If you choose not to do that, I mean, that's your life. But the ones that I've seen do it, I've been very, it motivates me. And that's why I'm glad to provide this info. And I hope y'all keep running it up, man. The same guy that told you about Webull told you about hymns. Nice. The same guy who told me not to use Webull told me to buy Bitcoin at $300. So, and Meta at 90, and then Uber at 20, JP Morgan at 106, Abivai at 80, Redfin at 3. I could keep going. But yeah, that's why. So the guy who told me, I just listened to him instead. But the other ones, I don't know how I feel about it. And the video put maybe eventually next week, but if it's too high, I got clapped on that other put though. JetBlue seeks new. That was earlier, didn't pop, but again, there's something else in the airline space today. I couldn't figure it out. I did that little AAL back and forth, but I don't know if that's it or not. Hood is not down, dude. Hood is really good. Like, stock-wise. But, yeah. Okay. Oh, no. I love it. I love how some of you already know the questions. You already know the answer. Twitch was like, why no trade on Webull? Next message. Oh, no. I love it. I love it. Netanyahu says Israel has received names of deceased hostages who will be released on Thursday. Philo is between, we usually start around 10 and 10:30. Depending on what's going on. I mean, we are going to get a bond auction, and then I don't think we're going to get much. So I will get you guys the bond auction, and then I think we're going to move into Philo. I'm already excited. I got a good Philo today. FAA says employees from Elon Doge team will make more agency visits on airspace reform. Email to employers. All right, those Dells are clapped. I told you it was 6 cents. That was the price, and then I just got positioned to them. I'm going to lose $6. Again, that's why you keep it small. I'll just hold the fucking 6. I don't care. Some of these, even if it's a small, even the dollar, I try to get my money back. Again, that's what we did on the SPY puts today. He teaches us tough is. That's what I'm saying, man. I think some of you, I don't know. I really, I appreciate it just as much that you have found a way to learn off of all of it. You know what I'm saying? It's a really good thing to see, and I want more of it. And above all else, you think I'm a dickhead. You're just going to find out, man. I'm going to make you a fucking G. So You know, this is part of the awkward stage, but anything that makes it through the fire is gold, my friend. So don't forget about that. Don't forget about that. When issued 482. Good work, Zach. So remember, 20-year auctions are usually trash. But then again, you never know, and Homeboy's been talking a lot of lower the 10-year. Fox paused due to volatility, FOXX. Rio Tinto, Pilbara, iron ore. Doesn't matter. INSM. Where's your board qubits and shit? Those came down? Yeah. Speaking of gold. Gold member. 4.820. I'll turn on the wires so you guys could get the results. I'll be nice. Even though y'all ain't liked the out of the video. It's okay. So 4820, higher number bad, lower number good, should come out right about now. Wait for it. 2, 1. Burp. 4830 bad. Ugh. 0.01 higher. Not good. Not good at all. Elon, yeah, we just got that one too. That's bad. See, again, I don't know if the market will take it personally, but the bonds will. I don't know how bad. They were already down, but yeah, that's just another. Like I'm saying, the problem is we're at all-time highs. This shit keeps diverging. You're not getting that one move. Yeah, it came in 4.83. Bad auction. Make sure you guys are on live. And then there's SPY coming down a little bit. The market took that personally. Mm-hmm. Yeah, TBT. Everybody in the TBT. X is on the high again, too. Again, this one's just been edging up today, not really moving like buyout. Gold Chicle, that JTAI, small cap, been going crazy all day. And now another travel name, Hyatt, still red, about to go green. Hilton ran up. I think Marriott as well. No movement on Uber. That stayed pinned. The video is doing good, but I think it is chilling out now. NASDAQ back to red. SPY barely green. Russell is a lot worse. Last time you were here, Russell was only down by 0.3. It's doubled that loss. And then Dow Jones relatively unchanged. The likes are messed up because you have 3 different videos. No, mother effer. No. It's okay. But that's not it. I love you. But that's not it. Don't worry. Don't worry. The first video only has like 100 likes or something. I don't even make them like it. The morning is just me saying shout out to the veterans. Showing a video. I have video. I think I have a video on youtube.com/the trading fraternity showing how I videotaped it. I've executed a trade in like a third of a second, I think, at the lowest. So I have a bunch of old videos. I blame YouTube for not showing you, or I blame you for not showing yourself. But the trading fraternity is a treasure trove of option strategies. And if you really want to learn, I suggest you go through it. But like I said, I know it's very appealing, but I need to make sure we have the long-term hammer down first. It is very easy to burn all of your money on trading. Have I seen some of you become awesome traders? I have. I really, really have. I think I could teach you a lot of good things. However, unfortunately, the temptation is so large that it is very easy for people to get sucked into it, and before you know it, you're prioritizing the wrong thing. And that is what I am scared of, because although the right people, if you manage options and you go through it, is going to help you out a lot. But most people, like a credit card debt, it's very easy to keep swiping that shit, and then before you know it, you now have put more money on short-term gambles rather than long-term investments, which would backfire, and it wouldn't make this channel as profitable as it should be. Investing versus speculating. Indeed. So like I said, I'll walk it through you. So any of the other ones, like you saw the Dell, I got that one by the movement. Some of them I react to the headline, but usually we're either catching it off the move or not. You got to interpret the type of headline and then look at the premiums and then just make sure they're not up too much. And then from there, you could go set your limit or market. Sometimes if you are trying to snake, you might want to use a limit. But then sometimes you can miss it, and then, yeah, it just depends. And then you can miss a lot of them. That's why I'm saying you watch me miss the Boeing. Which one? I think I chopped another one today. But you'll find it, but you got to play it small. And that's the hard part. It's really hard to maintain that discipline, and then before you know it, you could get drawn into a lot of other things. Bond stock split. Not really. I mean, I ride a lot of things. I like diversification. Even in our long-term, that 60-40 split is what we go for. Not bonds, but like dividends and non-dividends. And then just, never have more than 20% cash. Because it's small, baby. Never trip. You don't have to. That's what you got to do. Carvana flush. He already hit the highs. Options. That's not bad. I'm telling you. If you do that, that's what I'm saying. I think maybe 20% of you, 2 out of every 10 people, are going to use options the right way. And what I mean is that they're going to separate it, have it separate from their long term. They're going to have a strict budget, have a strategy, and that's it. The options doesn't become a problem if you actually stick to a budget and separate it. But it's very hard for that to happen. I mean, that's just the reality. I know this is tough to hear sometimes, and it's like, it's not shitting on options. I'm just saying, dude, I've encountered millions of people, and it's like 20% are like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. These are speculative. It's this and that. And, you separate it all. You have nothing to worry about. I have no problem with that. So you're selling spreads. You're doing whatever. I have no problem as long as it is separate. You have a defined amount. You know what you're doing with it in that sense. And it's not going to get out of hand, and it's not going to backfire on you. But if you're commingling accounts and then putting, and you're like, oh, I don't have a lot of money, but you're putting all of your money on short term, that doesn't make any damn sense. And unfortunately, like I'm saying, like a credit card, it's really easy to run up the bill. So you got to have a lot of discipline to put the options in their corner, use them for their purpose, and just don't let it get out of hand. You do that, you build that discipline up, you're gonna be very great. Otherwise, I don't want it to hurt you. And you got to now play defense and make sure it doesn't when there's a good opportunity to set up real nice no matter whatever happens in this next half of the decade. All right, coming back down after these little pops. I mean, a weird game of back and forth today. I haven't bought in anything for February, no. I think I'm going to stack up cash, dude. Because like I said, even at this point, if I saved every deposit for this year, if the account didn't go down, I would have barely above 10% cash. So that's why I was like, I'm going to stack up cash and wait for a diamond. All right, SPY coming down a little bit. SMCI, NVIDIA, Dell, they all chilled out. I know, Davita. Oh, what was Qubit? There's a lot today, bro. And then Boeing came back up. SPY coming down a little bit. Energy Transfer on the low. ET. QNC testing with IBM. That wasn't Philo, man. This is all stocks, baby. All stocks. But I think it might be time. It might be time. So, Chatadonia, God bless you. God bless America. AT&T, 52-week high. But I think we should move to Philo now. I think market will go down, but we have a lot of cushion, so might as well. So, unfortunately, you will need to be a member, but if you are complaining about that and haven't watched the other 5 to 10 Philos, they're all available after hours. So I hope you enjoy it. But then again, I'm going to leave it up to you. White House Waltz, French Prime Minister and Prime Minister to come to Washington next week. So that will take you to the Philo. It's going to be on the channel. It is members only, unfortunately, but I love you. And thank you for your time. I will see you guys around Power Hour if we could hopefully get this done a lot quicker. So, yes, but that is all. Thank you, guys. God bless you and God bless America. And shout out to the veterans, baby. But I will see you there. It'll take you there if you don't have the link, but just in case. Goodbye.